No, I'm not gonna do this.
I was gonna start with a like.
Oh, that's good. Okay, okay. Actually, you know, we can totally do that.
As planned at all.
We can, we can still do that. You know, we can still do. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Wait, what? Are we doing it again?
We're doing it again.
Okay, fine. Okay.
We're totally doing this again. We're doing this again. Shh.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
Yeah, you kind of added a bit of a BB-8 solo in there.
Well, you know, I like to, you know, do a little bit, some flourishes, you know, because that's what I do. I flourish. That's, oh god, I'm so salty.
The whole thing at school.
Are you serious?
Like I was in like a proper brass band thing, and we played the whole thing. Yeah, I'm a complete nerd.
Nice.
Anyway, Star Wars.
Man, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Man, the internet has blown the fuck up.
Ooh,
up. I think I know what you're gonna think about this movie. But first, hey folks, what's up? Hey, what's up, sheeple? What's up? How you doing? Long time no see. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck all you guys. It's age gated now, so we can say whatever the hell we want. No, I didn't say fuck you. I'm sorry. No, God damn it. Let's restart.
Do you want us to get demonetized?
Yeah, I made like 30 cents over the last 6 months, so it's all good. It's all good. No, I love you. I'm just saying. I'm just joking. Hey, look. It's been a while. Yeah, Cartoon Bear and the Bomb. We're here to wreck some stuff. Screw all those other review shows, because you know what? They suck. It's not like this. This is the truth. This is the truth. Educated folks with educated ideas. I don't know what I'm saying. Save me.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about the last.
To this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, I watched it like a few days ago, but before that, I was really trying very hard not to read or hear anything about other people's opinions, because I didn't want to be influenced in any way. I wanted to go in as uninfluenced. That being said, I was aware of a lot of the hype going into this. I mean, obviously it's Star Wars, but at the same time, a lot of the like newspapers that my parents read and stuff like that gave it 5 stars and stuff like that, and it's amazing. And then that was kind of the narrative. It's like, this film is amazing. All these critics were giving it like rave reviews, and then I remember there are some people started trying to like troll the internet by posting like fake
the bots,
fake spoilers.
Oh, fake spoilers.
No, they were like fake spoilers. Like, wow, there was a lot more C-3PO sex in this film than I thought.
I wish.
But I wanted to avoid all of that, because I didn't want anything. Because even if it's like a fake spoiler, if it like gives away a little bit, at least then you know that, okay, that's not in the film or something.
Right. It's kind of like with The Sixth Sense, when people say, hey, you won't be surprised what's going to happen in the ending. And you're like, hey, man.
Saying there's a twist in a film is a spoiler.
That's a spoiler. I hate that. Man, I could kick so many people.
I had a friend as well who loved films with spoilers, but it makes it really hard to recommend a film, because it's like, if there's a film with a spoiler, I can't just be like, you'll love this, because like then you know that there's a spoiler in it.
Right.
No. No, there's a twist in it that spoils the film.
Yeah. But it's cool. You kept pretty much far away from all the spoilers. Yeah. As did I. And
then obviously I didn't watch. Not obviously. Sorry, I didn't watch any of the other reviews as well, because I wanted to. I kind of wanted to sort out my views on our little review channel.
Oh, you're so. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So for those of you. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, like, he's back in the land of the chimney sweets. He's back in his city, London. I mean, sorry, in England is a city. Oh god, I can't speak.
Yeah, my city. I'm back in my city.
He's back in the city.
Yeah.
So to much chagrin, I have no one to watch movies with anymore, and you know, I'm just trying to live out my days in isolation. So, but luckily, we have a movie that we can watch together at relatively the same time, and you know, talk about it, and not have to wait 3 or 4 months, you know, which is the
one of the few that had this and then Thor.
This and Thor.
Coincidentally, the last two of the films that we've talked about. But
I know. Hey, look, it was a crazy month. It was a crazy month. A lot of stuff in flux, but getting back on the train. On the train. But
let's
so
get straight into it.
Before
Then.
we get started, listen, folks.
Okay.
This is gonna be a hell of spoilers. So if you haven't seen this already, you're stupid. All right, no, you're not stupid. I love you. I'm sorry.
Massive spoilers. We will talk about
all aspects of this movie. So
yes.
I hope you're ready. Oh,
Hello,
we got some.
Kim.
Oh, what is that? Kimmy Kim. Oh, hold up. Kimmy Kim. What's up, Kimmy?
And hi.
What's up? So we got some people in the chat. We're just gonna
spoilers.
So spoilers. You have been warned.
Spoilers in the chat.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. All right. So I'm a little salty, but it might not be for what you think.
Okay. So first of all, good, bad, yes. Overall thoughts. What did you think?
I love this movie, and let me tell you why. It was a giant fuck you to all the Star Wars nerds. Let me tell you why I loved it. Not saying this is a perfect movie by any chance, but by any means, this is not a perfect movie. I like that. Here's the thing. I think the reason why people are mad is because the movie that they made in their head is not the movie they got. So all the theory crafting and stuff like that. The reason why I liked it is it kept me guessing. Now, there's some stuff that's stupid. Don't get me wrong. Stupid stuff. There's stupid stuff in this movie. But I, for the first time in a long time, had no idea what was going to happen next. And that made me more invested. That it made the stakes more real. That being said, I know I'm going to be defending this movie more than I should be. But I had the feels at points. I laughed. And there's some stuff I was like, what? That's sure. And then I was like, you know what? I'm more forgiving than I think. I think this is going to be one of those movies that when people look at it later, they're going to enjoy it more. Not like, like the prequel revisionists saying, oh, the prequels weren't that bad. I think that's what's going to happen. But I think there's a lot of anger and people upset that they didn't get the movie that they thought they were going to get. And I think...
Yeah, and anger leads to hate.
And hate leads to suffering. And suffering leads to itchy bowels. No, sorry. No. Okay. All right, man. What do you think? What do you think? I'm sorry. I kind of went long.
So
sorry.
It was strange. Once the credits started rolling, I sat there and I was trying to work out if I liked this film or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like it. There's a lot that I like about it, but there was something that wasn't fitting right. It something didn't feel right, and I've been trying to put my finger on it for quite a while.
That's the itchy bowels I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You don't want to put your finger on that.
You don't want to put your finger on that. I'm sorry. Ignore me.
But something didn't feel right. So I like the film, and I think people should go watch it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with some of the points that you made where it didn't do what people expected, which I will give it props for. But something felt off, and I think we should just dive into it.
Yeah,
right, because
let's just do
I
it.
won't be able to dissect it at this level. So yeah,
right.
I mean, this is a Star Wars film.
Oh yeah,
visuals are going to be great.
Yeah, so we're going into the visuals. The visuals. Yeah. Well, before we get into the visuals, okay. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just straight. We'll burn through some of this stuff. Look, visuals. It looked good. It was fucking beautiful, except the Cenobite part where it got all kind of prequely with some of the green.
A little bit.
It got a little bit, but I think people they were just so mad about some other shit that they kind of nitpicked. Granted, I thought the running horses bits was. I was like, yeah, sure. There's a message, It kind of shows Rose's character a little bit. You know what I mean? Making it a little bit more round, and I get that. I think a lot of people missed that, but honestly, I didn't need it. But
yeah, for all intents and purposes, that location could have been anywhere.
Yes. But here's I have a theory about that. Though. Check this out. All right, so in The Force Awakens, there was lots of cameos right? Lots of cameos by
Yeah.
its stars, and that in turn brings more hype and more press to everything like that. The Canobite
Yeah.
scene, what the we'll say the what's it called
The
what's it the
casino
casino space
planet.
casino, yeah. um
Yeah.
it was chock full of all of the cameos, so I think it served a dual purpose. It was a way that they could fit in a lot of celebs into a Star Wars film. I think that
There
was
were
it.
only a handful of them, weren't there? Though I thought
There's
there
quite a
weren't that
bit. I didn't.
many.
I thought like I think I didn't write down a list of like how many people. I should have prepared that. Um. What's going on here? Oh, your face just broke. Okay, hold up.
What?
You made my face. Hold up. Let me close that. Sorry.
Is that why I'm biting my lip?
Yeah, you're just biting your lip. It just went. Oh no, it's better now. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But no, I think it was
But what's his face? Like Justin Theroux was in it
Yes.
as the person that they were supposed to talk to. So I don't
Right.
even know if that's a cameo. I feel
Right.
like it's the one that is supposed to find, which they don't, and then so he has like a tiny role.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I was getting into this story, but a little bit. But no. But yeah. We'll get into that. Sorry. But yeah, visuals are amazing. The horse stuff. I know why it's there. But I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care.
I didn't really care about these animals that much.
Yeah. But I understand.
I mean, nice chase sequence, but like,
Yeah. Okay. BB-8 on the AT-AT, that was just stupid. That made me go, "Fuck you."
I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that. I thought that was like, yeah. I kind of
Yeah.
like the whole BB-8
No.
thing,
Okay.
and like the beginning when he's like plugging all the gaps and stuff like that.
Yeah. So look.
Like,
Yeah. No. That's fine. Like my eyes just rolled because I know how everyone's gonna pick that apart. You know what I mean? And I was just like,
really, I don't like.
"Oh man,
I think that's okay. I
that
forgive
bothered
that.
me more than the horses." I think. But
Really,
yeah, I don't know why. But that kind of goes to my bigger theory about this whole movie, about nitpicking and nerds are starting to eat themselves. Like they forget the dark days. We're our own worst enemies. So, but we'll get into that. So, yeah, Puppet Yoda. What do you think? Uh-oh.
Oh, we'll get into that later.
Oh, okay. Oh, hold up.
um,
Your mouth is going bonkers. Hold up. Let me see if I can fix that.
is it?
Yeah, hold on.
Also,
Oh,
it's not
dear.
AT-AT. AT-ATs are the four-legged ones.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
AT-ST or something like that.
ATST. All right. Well, tell you, I'm gonna pop up the chat while I fix this.
Yeah,
Chat.
AT-ST.
ATST. See, look, I don't.
Why do I
can't-
know that?
That's okay. Oh wait.
Yeah,
Let me,
the chicken-legged walker things.
Are we here for the visuals or no? Okay. Let's see if we can fix. I'm gonna fix
okay,
your face, man.
so this is a thing that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Hold up 1 second. I gotta fix you.
I'm talking like a DBZ character, apparently.
Yeah, the mouth is just going to town. I gotta buy some stuff. Discord. Let's see if this does it. Did I lose your audio? I might
No,
have.
I'm waiting.
Okay. Can you say something again?
Just give me the go ahead.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
you're
I'll
good.
talk.
Yeah, I think you're
Okay.
good. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, let me go
So
back
what
to
I-
that. Let me go back to the last screen
Yeah.
and then we'll go to it. Okay. Sorry, folks. I had a little bit of a malfunction.
Technical issue. Okay.
Yeah.
right,
All right.
ready?
Yeah. We're back. Okay. Cool. So yeah.
So what I liked about this, that especially compared to Episode 7, The Force Awakens, is that some of the criticisms about The Force Awakens was that all of the vehicles and the ships and stuff like that, they were all kind of carryovers from the previous films. Whereas
Yes.
one thing that the prequel trilogy did well was that it really expanded upon different vehicle types, different alien types, different worlds. Whereas The Force Awakens kind of didn't really do that. You still had X-wings that were
Right.
just painted slightly differently. Okay, the stormtroopers looked a little bit different, but a lot of things were quite similar. And in this one, you got a lot more new like vehicle ship
Mhm.
types.
Mhm.
So you had like the weird bomber things, which I don't
Yeah,
think
I
we've
thought
seen before. I think
we
that
haven't
was an
seen before. That's
interesting,
new.
yeah.
I
Um,
thought those were really cool, but
yeah,
then it
they
made.
are fighting in space, so I don't know how they can drop the
Thank
bombs.
you. Thank you. That's when when I first saw that in the movie, I was like, "Oh God, no,
I
no,
mean, I guess
no!"
it is near a planet, so maybe they're using the
Right,
planet's gravity.
right,
But
or
yeah,
like the shields were like they might have been below the shields or something like that, and then
yeah. I mean, it
but
looked like they were dropping bombs, not ejecting them. But anyway,
right,
that's a
right,
minor gripe.
but
The weird. Sorry, yeah.
oh no, 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 no! I was like when I first saw that, I was like, honestly, I was just like, "Huh?" When I went, well, no, 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 don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Just
Well,
just
we'll go into space physics later. I have
yeah.
another thing,
No, but I thought they
so,
were
and then
awesome.
yeah, they were like cool shape. The weird like single-legged skater things on the salt planet was pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, the shape was interesting, and at
Mhm.
least it wasn't like, oh look, there's a stash of X-wings here.
Right, right.
And then originally the walkers, the Imperial walkers, which I thought were AT-ATs, apparently they're not. Apparently they are what are they called?
Like a gorilla.
AT-M6. And yeah, they're like gorilla. Basically, it's like
Yeah,
it basically looks like an AT-AT, but then with like gorilla hands.
right. Yeah.
Because
You
I
know
saw
what's
them moving forward, and it's like they're just walking on the backs of their
right?
hands like
So,
a gorilla.
so
But it's new. It
it's
looks new.
new. It's new.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
I
that.
don't know about the stability of walking on the
Right.
back of your hands.
Well, they say that the design was to combat what happened in Hoth. So if you look at the front of the ship, it's supposed to have ways to, people are trying to like swing around them and like put like do with a tow cable like before. It's supposed to have
Okay.
ways to get around that. And I've been playing the game. The size is
Yeah.
considerably different from a regular AT-AT.
Are they
So
larger?
yes, they are much larger. So
Okay, I didn't
that's
know
kind of
that.
interesting. But that's a
Yeah.
whole other story. No, interesting. I'm really happy that you liked some of these designs because I think
Yeah, I thought
people would
because
get
that was
lost.
a big criticism
Hmm.
with Seven. It was just that things were very similar. Ignoring the story, just a lot of the ships and everything were very similar.
Right.
And so yeah, they're to kind of expand out the different types of things.
Yeah.
And there were more alien species. I mean, there were alien species in The Force Awakens, but this had a lot more, and you had like several alien species on that single island that Luke was living on,
Yes.
like the weird nun fish things,
Which is
were.
hilarious. I thought
They
that
were
whole
hilarious.
thing was
I don't know where they came
hilarious.
from, but they were
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
funny.
they were hilarious. Oh,
So I definitely like the variety that
yes.
and there was I think there was definitely an effort of opening up the universe more, which I think all Star Wars films should kind of try and do.
Right. And I think going forward,
Um,
I think they will. If they
yeah,
keep if they don't get all freaked out by the reviews and they let this man do what he has to do, I think they'll be happy because he's making bold moves. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I have to say I appreciate a director with vision as opposed to the rehashing of just old stuff. You know what I mean? He might
yeah.
have some. He might take some swings and miss, but I would prefer to have that than just the same old bullshit. And then people say, "Well, it's all the same shit, man." So no. Whoever was in charge of the characters, vehicle design, I applaud you. Just that zero gravity bombers. Look, I love everything about it except the fact that I don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. The salt things. What do you think about those? The practicality of those.
Which ones?
The ones that on
Oh, those ships.
yeah on
I
the
mean, they were like pieces of trash, weren't they?
oh
They were
yeah
like really crappy,
yeah. So
and
I
it was
guess they
kind
like
of
uh,
part of it was like to demonstrate that this is all they have left, and
right
kind
right
of
right. Yeah,
yeah.
but it had like a uniform
Cool
design.
visuals.
Yes,
Cool
visually it
visuals
looks
because
cool.
like it kicked up all the red dust or whatever, so it looked really nice.
Yeah yeah.
Um, and
Ooh.
yeah, I don't really know what they were supposed to be.
Uh huh.
Like,
Uh
what
huh.
what
Yeah,
their
that's why I was kind of
actual
curious to get your
role
thoughts.
was.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a salt mining planet, right? And I guess
Yeah, but
they
then these
kick
things
up
are
the
equipped with
surface.
guns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's like I don't under. Sure.
And then
Okay.
the bit
Sure.
that you sit in is on the left. It's on the end
It's
of
the
the left
way
wing.
left. Yeah.
It's like not in the middle. It's on the left. Like what?
Yeah. See, I mean, stuff
But
like that
I
is
mean,
kind of
like,
funny.
They did something different. To be
Yeah.
fair, that's more like it's more of an iconic type of vehicle than the bombers were.
Right. Right. Oh well, no, I still think the bomb is really good. I think.
I mean, they were, but
Yeah.
you've seen that kind of
You've seen that
elongated ship type before. I
Right.
feel.
Yes.
Whereas these, the weird like one-legged skater things, like you haven't really seen that before, and so it looks
Bold
different.
choices. Bold choices.
Yeah. And so I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think well covered. Good point. Speaking of visuals, I just have to say maybe a small shout out to possibly the best scene. I didn't want to talk about it yet, but I got to at least touch on the fact the hyperspace ramming of the whole thing.
It looks good.
That was fucking beautiful. Like
it looks good.
It looked amazing, and the direction, the choice of keeping it silent was a masterstroke. And it looked like I don't know. It was beautiful. It was well done. So
yeah.
But I just
I will say that in terms of visuals, so with Force Awakens, because in the original A New Hope, after the opening credit text crawl, you have the massive destroyer coming in, don't you?
Right.
That like covers the top of the screen, and then so in the Force Awakens, you have the shadow of a destroyer on a planet. So I kind of like the whole like it's paying a homage to that whole thing, but it's different. And then this one, it's you then see it from the planet, don't you? From the surface, you see like the destroyers come in, don't you?
Yes. I believe so.
So like I quite like what they're doing with that opening scene type thing, but I will say I prefer the opening scene of the Force Awakens.
Oh, okay. That's understandable.
I think it's stronger.
Yeah,
but it was still good.
Yeah, lots of good choices. Yeah, I was happy. I was really happy.
Should we move on?
Yeah. Let's move on. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to gush about.
Yeah.
This, but yeah, of course they had the visuals on point. Just some questionable CG with the horses. That's it. Anyway, okay. All right, let's talk about music. This one should go pretty fast.
Yeah, it was good. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it was good. Next.
They did their thing.
They did their thing. It was epic. Sound design amazing. Okay. Exactly. Yeah, why waste time? It was amazing. It was really good. Okay.
The story.
All right, here we go. This is where it begins. So I don't know, man. What are your thoughts?
Okay.
I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, I liked going back off what you said. I liked the setup for the overall story. Whereas before, it's always been like it. How many times? Like 3 times. It's been like, oh, there's a Death Star, or there's something like a Death Star, and we have to destroy it.
Yeah.
And it's like we must destroy this thing before they destroy us. And in this case, it was like we're running out of fuel.
Yeah.
And they're chasing us, and they're just waiting for us to run out of fuels before they can then kill us. So I liked that had not been done before. Though it did feel a little bit more like a snapshot into like something that had been ongoing.
Well, they said
it ends up being something very important, but it was kind of like okay, we're just like dropped right into the middle of this thing, and then it's like later you find out like how important it is, but at the time it's just like, oh, they're just running away.
Right.
And the whole time they're just running away. But different. I like the fact that it was different.
Right. It was gotcha.
But here's my first real world gripe.
Yes, please.
Why are they continuously using fuel if they're in space? Because you have no drag in space. There's no
gravity
no
wells.
resistance.
Gravity wells.
I
don't know.
But if you're continuously using fuel, then you'd be continuously accelerating because there's nothing to slow you down. So why were they continuously using fuel? I would have accepted it if it was like oxygen supply or like other like life support, but it wasn't life support. They said fuel. They explicitly said fuel. So
and is
they
that
shouldn't
connected to
be slowing
shields?
down.
Do you think? No, I guess it wouldn't be connected to shields as well
Could be
too.
like energy, maybe, but like if it's purely just fuel, like you shouldn't be slowing down because technically nothing would be slowing them down in space.
Yeah. But if you think about that too, like. Yeah, but if you start getting into space physics too, it's gonna get crazy because you're not gonna have these giant explosions in space. I mean, granted, if it's say they have oxygen in the Death Star or whatever,
a little minor.
Yeah,
it was a little minor gripe.
Yeah, it's a plot device.
It really was like or something. No, I understand.
Yeah, no, but that's a valid point.
Also,
that's a valid.
I don't think a lot of people understand Newton's second law.
I don't think so.
Like, oh, that's right. Like it's easily understandable.
Yeah.
In the same way that made from being processors to batteries, because batteries were more easily understandable at the time when processors make way more sense.
Right. No. You make a very good, valid point, sir. I didn't even think about that. Honestly, I didn't even think about that.
The setup I enjoyed. I liked that setup because it was new. It was unique.
Yeah.
And then also this subversion of a lot of fan theories.
Yes.
The fact that Rian Johnson, the director, was just like, "Fuck you" to like everyone. What was that? Ray's parents? Nobody.
What?
Who's that Snoke? Is he Darth Plagueis? No, he just died.
You. Yeah. That. Oh my god! All of those things.
Like so many things that he's just like, yeah.
Chuck it. Captain Phasma.
Yeah.
Don't. Gone. Snoke. Yeah, he's bad. And the Snoke thing was, people are mad. I'm like, no. It makes Kylo Ren even more of a better character. Like,
well, he had an interview.
Motivation. Yeah.
Yeah, he had Rian Johnson in an interview stated that they worked out essentially what they wanted to happen to Kylo Ren, and they realized. Then he wanted to get rid of all of the support for Kylo Ren, knock out all the pillars underneath him so that he was by himself and kind of ruling this. And in order to do that, they realized that they didn't need Snoke anymore.
Interesting. I didn't know this.
And that's why they got rid of Snoke. And I understand that. I completely understand that. But to me, that then kind of neuters this really interesting thing of where did Snoke come from? Who is he? Why was he not there in the previous? And like, I still want an answer for that. I still want an answer for where Snoke came from. And I feel like the fact that he's dead now, it really, yes, it was a strong moment for Kylo Ren, and it's made his character more interesting. But it's kind of neutered this really interesting part of the story. Of
no, I get
where is his character coming from? And like,
but does it matter though?
Was he involved in previous? So because someone that powerful appearing, like where?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I wanted to like where he came from, because in between episode 7, something as big as Snoke just appeared, and aren't you curious as to know like where that came from?
Actually,
instead of just being like, oh, the First Order was a thing and it just happened. Like that's not a satisfactory explanation for.
No, okay, I get that. I totally get that. But I'm thinking, I have a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah.
And I don't have, like, I can find that shit out later, like in something else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need it right now. You know what I mean? He would be like, I'm some boogeyman from whatever galaxy, whatever, right? We get it. He shows he's strong. He can do crazy shit. You know what I mean? He can connect minds and all that stuff. I get it. He's the one that he is the big bad for at the moment, at that time, right? That is understood. So when I go, okay, I kind of get it. You know, I've been there, done that. I was more intrigued at the fact that when they turn on Snoke, I was like, Kylo was like, you know, fuck this, fuck the world.
Yeah,
it's me and you. That to me outweighs any shit that was more important to me than any kind of backstory that they could have done with Snoke,
Yeah,
because that was new
you care
territory.
more about those two characters
Right.
and the position that it sets them up in, and then that fight where they're like fighting back to back. That's amazing. Like, I really like that scene.
Right.
It's a really good scene.
So
And then
think,
the
well, you're
subsequent, like, their relationship
Yeah.
is really interesting.
interesting.
But I still want to know what happened to Snoke. Like, where did he
Right.
come from? And he's
Yeah.
not at the level of, like, I'm trying to think of another example, but like
Like a
there are definitely some characters where demystifying them is just not interesting.
right.
Like what they're trying to do with like Han Solo. Like, you don't need to know Han Solo's backstory.
Right.
to
Well, wouldn't you say
understand
that's the
his
reverse?
character.
Like, we don't have to
But
know
with
everything
Snoke-
about him. You think so?
Well, because it has wider reaching consequences, his backstory, like where he came from and how he set up the First Order and stuff like that. Like that, it's not just about Snoke, it's about the First Order and the fact that he's such a massively powerful, I assume, a Sith. Like where he was during all this other things, it feels just a little bit shitty if it's just like he appeared one day. Like I feel like that needs to be addressed a little bit more, and I'm
Would you have
slightly
been happy
worried
with
for
like a small?
for episode 9, where they're
okay.
kind of like, let's kill. Like, I mean, part of this is like, let's let the old generation die off, and let's
Right.
do it.
Now,
That
quick
they
question.
won't address is episode 9.
No, I get you. No, that's a valid point. I have a question. Like, would you have felt better if they like had like a small little, like, not necessarily super small, but a little bit of a, like, well, he came from this, like a little bit of exposition of where he came from. Would that have done it for, or would you like to see
fit
more?
in with the film? Is the thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think
it out with Snoke needing to die like that for Kylo Ren's sake,
right,
in terms of the story.
because you're an editor, you understand.
If it's just like, if you were like, let's have a flashback to like young Snoke, I don't think it would have worked. But at the same time, I still want to know, and
so
I hope it's kind of answered. Like with Rey's parents, I can accept that they're no one.
I was so happy about that.
I don't need to know more about it. I'm okay. Obviously, if they turn out to be someone like important in the universe, like I want to know more, but I don't need to know more. I'm fine at the stage that it is. But with Snoke, I'm not fine with the stage that it is.
That's so interesting.
Because there are further reaching consequences with his backstory than there are with hers.
Okay, I have a question for you then. Would you be interested if they went into Snoke's history in like another movie? Like not necessarily this trilogy, but not like a prequel, but now they're going to be making these Star Wars movies forever. If they went back and kind of touched on Snoke a little bit more, or do you need this in this series?
I think that you'll kind of run into a lot of problems in the terms of like how they tried to do that with Darth Vader for the prequel series, and it kind of no one likes Anakin. Whereas like he used to be really cool.
Okay, interesting.
Okay?
Yeah. Oh no.
So with him, like the way that I would want things to go forward would be like Hux or something, like General Hux in episode 9 kind of goes into a little bit about like how the First Order was built up or something. So like one of the remaining characters who knew Snoke or something like that.
Okay. Interesting.
If a little bit more is kind of explained that way, maybe him and Kylo Ren clash heads, and then he's like, well, this is how the First Order was founded, or whatever. Like just a little bit that teases. It doesn't have to be spelt out, but at least like somewhat explains where someone this powerful presumably was hiding, or I don't know what, or like where he came from.
Yeah, interesting. Like I understand where you're coming from. Like granted, I think I would have loved to see more about Snoke. I guess I'm getting caught up personally the fact that they're making bold decisions and putting faith in the viewer and be like, oh, look, you guys aren't stupid. He's got some wicked ass past. You know what I mean? It's probably some bomb ass shit, and he's done a bunch of stuff. No, we get that he's super powerful. You know what I mean? And I think relying on the viewer to fill in those gaps is sometimes more can be powerful. But I understand that not filling in some of those gaps leaves the viewer wanting. And that's important too.
Yeah.
So
there is a but there is an in between there where you kind of give a little bit more without having to like prepare a perfect timeline that properly explains everything. Like you can kind of hint at things, and I feel like it should have been like he was I don't know, like an apprentice of this person, or like maybe not so much that, but
what if he's a clone? What if he's a clone of stuff? Hey, they can
but,
sew his
yeah,
body
but
back on. That's what they do.
So
With
to
Darth
that
Maul.
end, I kind of like I feel isn't that like non-canon or something? But
No, it's canon. It's totally
is it
canon.
that Darth Maul is still
Anything that
alive?
happened on
Okay.
anything that happened on the Clone Wars
Oh,
series
God.
is still. I know, right?
But so I kind of want, part of me kind of
You want
wants him
closure.
to still be alive.
No,
Because
I get you.
I do want closure, and I feel like there is more, and there is an interesting story behind there. Whether it fits in with like Rey and Kylo Ren now, I don't know. I kind of hope it does, because I want to know more about it.
Right. See, this goes with.
So that was part of the disappointment that I had. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, it's great that they could kill him, and the way that they killed him was great. But at the same, and the fact that he was kind of built up this high, and then you did kill him, so it's like, okay, great, but
right.
I still need
need
some
that
sort of
closure.
answer there. Like,
yeah, I get you. I totally
it's
get
a big gap. It's a big gap between 6 and 7 that needs at least not complete filling, but
it needs something there.
At least, at least throw a little bit of dirt in that hole.
Yeah, I think in hindsight they might do something. They would have, if they would have known it would have had this effect. They might have done something. You know what I mean?
Well, the issue is that you have J.J. Abrams wrote 7 and had planned the idea out for the new trilogy, and then you have not J.J. Abrams directing episode 8.
Right. No, like he'd
directing episode 9.
Yeah.
So
no,
there have been ideas
that's the problem
of J.J. Abrams that have not been implemented for episode 8.
Right. Well, I heard that he didn't even work out what he wanted with the trilogy. He just said, "I'm just gonna set this up, and whoever comes next takes it from there." They didn't even.
Really?
He wasn't. Yeah, like he just set up open-ended questions about who's Rey's parents, who's Snoke.
It's all
that
lost
stuff.
again.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, but I think that's the problem with this movie.
Questions without having proper answers.
Yeah, no, but that's the problem with the movie. I think the problems that they're having now with a lot of these, what some of the fans feel not betrayed but kind of misled is because of the innate nature of how they set up this movie or this trilogy. They left it all super open ended and go, well, the next guy's going to work on this thing. It's going to be this giant collaborative thing. But which is cool. But the problem with that is we run into situations like where he's like, you know what, Snoke? Nah, fuck him. Phasma, don't need her. Stuff like that. So, and then people have spent like 2 years building these stories in their head of what's happening, and then they get to the movie and it's nothing like they imagined ahead. Of course, they're mad. They're upset because all the theory crafting, all that time invested is just like, nah, you're wrong. I'll just pull in your chain, and they feel a little bit betrayed. But me personally, I'm like, good, keep me guessing. Like, oh my god,
if it was everything if it was exactly as they expected, though, I think they would have been disappointed in the same way.
Yeah, no, but I feel you.
So like I was saying, that Rey's parents were nothing. I still hope that they are someone, but I also like the idea that no one can become something, and it's like an idea that I want to play with as well. But I like that it's just like, she is
the bloodline.
She is no one. No, I like to think that she is no one, and she just appeared, I guess.
Yeah.
That still might not be the case, though, because I think in another interview, the director once again said that as far as he's concerned, as far as the director is concerned, Kylo Ren, when he touched Rey's hand and when he felt that thing, like read her mind or whatever and saw her future, as far as Kylo Ren is concerned, Kylo Ren believes that to be true. That her parents are nobody.
Yeah.
That does not mean that is true.
Gotcha.
Just mean Kylo Ren believes, or it was kind of also opening. Kylo Ren was trying to seduce her to the dark side, essentially,
right
at that point, or whatever dark side equivalent thing that he's going to call it. And it was kind of a tactic of, you now have no one to lean on. I'm all that you have left.
Right. No,
So
the
there is a
unreliable
possibility.
narrator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, I would be okay if
Her being
if that was
nobody.
it and her parents aren't anyone.
Yeah. I thought, for me personally, I want her parents to be nobody because it means, like you said, the possibility anybody can is strong with the Force. It doesn't belong to, but it kind of goes back saying like, well, the Skywalker bloodline is super strong, right? But
Yeah.
I think thematically that it doesn't matter if you're Skywalker or not. You can be some badass with the Force. You know what I mean? I think I like the idea of that, and they're kind of setting this up with it kind of opened up the kind of thing. Well, anybody can be these Force users. This is the future, right? Going forward, like with the last scene with the boy, right?
Yeah.
Which I thought he was gonna start breakdancing, like in Breaking 2. He's gonna be like what's his name? I forgot his name. But the guy dancing in the room. But anyway, no, I like but I like the idea that it's nobody. It could be no one. In like, even in the very beginning of the movie, it would they're like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "I'm no one." And she even says it. And I thought, oh, if that was just true, that would be that's kind of cool, I'm glad that she's not Obi-Wan's granddaughter or something like that. I'm glad that she's not
a little bit,
Skywalker.
but at the same time, like, I feel like I want it to tie in a little bit and
and
be kind of a more comfortable story. Should we go into each of the
Yeah,
we've been talking about Rey quite a lot.
Yeah, let's jump in. All right, let's see if I can find it. All right, I'm gonna scroll. It might
should just be the next slide.
Okay.
Next slide or two.
Okay. Let's characters.
So just a few of her actions. So we talked about her parents, but a few of her actions, like her kind of having that potential to go to the dark side, that was interesting. And so her and Kylo Ren's interactions were interesting. Mm-hmm. That thing with the dark, like the black hole.
Oh yeah, the hole in the dark hole.
What was that? To me, I thought that was like, oh shit, this is like a hole into the earth, or it's like something deep and dark and mysterious down there, like personifying the dark side of the Force.
Right.
But then it's just a hole a cave lower on the island.
Well,
and then
they
there's
said
this mirror thing down there, and then like it's like, I thought like, okay, by doing this, she's kind of slipping into the dark side, and all she wants to know is like who her parents are, and then it's just her reflection, and that's it. And like, so
I didn't know what to think about
nothing has changed.
No.
She just gave into the temptation of wanting to know what's down there. And that's it.
Okay, so the first Jedi temple, right? That was supposedly like the first Jedi temple.
The weird tree thing is the first Jedi temple.
Right. So from what I hear, the Sith are offshoot of the Jedi, right? So when the Jedi were trying to find balance, that they had the good and the dark and the light, blah blah blah, right? So maybe I don't know. I don't know. I was just like,
because to me it was nice if it was just like a metaphorical, like, symbolic thing. Like, okay, this is island, and like part of it's the light side and part of it is the dark side,
right?
And you don't want to go near here or whatever, and that would have been interesting. And it was,
but we don't
something
know
down there. But the fact that there was just like a cave down there with that weird mirror thing, it was just like, okay, and that they didn't do anything.
Yeah, but we still don't know, though. We don't know what was actually down there. There's obviously some darkness down there, because Luke was like, even saying, like, you were drawn to the dark,
Yeah.
And I hear...
Well, I think it's like in that mirror or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird reflective
thing. Well, I know that apparently they did cut a lot from that section. So apparently they're going to explain more of the stuff in the DVDs. Like all these, like with all the like he said, he's gonna train her, he's gonna teach her these lessons, and a lot of them were cut for the final video. So I'm hoping, I don't know, that they kind of dive into that more. I was kind of curious about that too. It got really metaphysical, and I was like, okay, all right. So there's a giant sinkhole in the middle of this Jedi temple that has darkness in it, and I don't know what that means or where they're going with this, but. Sure. I'm gonna have to watch this again and figure it out. But I might as well just wait for the DVD, because I'm not gonna. I shouldn't even.
But once again, nice subversion with the the mirror thing and
Yeah.
the two shadows walking towards her, and it turns into one shadow, and it's just her.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well done.
Okay. Yeah.
But nothing came of it. That was it.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Point. It's just like, is it going to be? Oh no.
Yeah.
That basically seemed to be the point of the
whole movie.
That whole scene.
Well, okay.
And the point of the hole in the floor.
Yeah.
In the cave, and like that's all it really seemed to do, is just not give any answers.
Right. Yeah. See, that's the thing though. Like when I left this movie, I said to myself, "Wait a second. All right, not a lot of shit happened, but not that much changed if you really think about it."
Well,
like
no,
it sets up. It set no. There are big things that happen. Don't get me wrong.
A lot has changed.
A lot has changed, right? Yeah, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, there's still a lot of questions. There's even more questions now. You know what I mean? Like, I left with. I guess I'm saying that wrong. Then, I felt like I had more questions than I thought I would have at the end of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, if that's so, what happens next? And I guess that's good because I'm not writing the next movie in my head already. So
yeah.
Anyway,
let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Yeah.
Should be Kylo Ren.
So
apologies for all of these posters. These posters actually have the tops of their heads cut off.
It's okay.
So cool. It's not like we're just framing these badly.
No, it's a creative crop.
So we talked about him before as well.
Yeah,
I really liked his character. And one thing I was actually like partway through the film, I was thinking, wouldn't it be really interesting if Rey became the bad one and Kylo Ren became the good one?
Right.
But they would never do that. But how interesting would that be if they just flipped?
Right.
Because it's leading up to this moment where like either of them, and he flips, but then he flips back. Well, he kind of flips for a different reason anyway.
Right.
But like,
good question. I thought the same thing too. I was like, well, what if it would have been interesting. But when they started setting up the dynamic of maybe Kylo Ren and Kylo Ren and Rey break off, right? And they're like, fuck all this shit, we're gonna wreck shit. You know what I mean? That's really interesting. Like
it would have been, but I don't think Star Wars has the balls to.
That would have been.
They have the balls to turn Rey into a bad character,
right?
Because of like marketing and toys and stuff like that. I don't think that would have. In the same way that I was kind of, part of me was like, wouldn't it be really interesting if Luke was bad?
That was a rumor for a long time. People were saying, well, Luke's going to turn bad.
Wasn't like part of the extended universe or something as well?
Yes, he did go to the dark side for a while.
Like that would have been really interesting.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. People are like, perfect. What you said right there is like really interesting. That would have been interesting. But people are upset that he's a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That part I didn't understand.
Even he was slightly upset, wasn't he? Because he said that he had a lot of
problems
talks and like disagreements with the director.
Yeah.
In the trajectory of his character, and he kind of wanted George Lucas to be part of it.
Yeah.
For better I didn't mean or for worse, but
yeah. No, keep that dude out. I love you. You did. Thank you for bringing this to us. But yeah, it's okay. Take the knee.
So I really like the build up to the kind of Snoke dying and then that fight, and then them fighting over the lightsaber. But then once that was over, I felt like he went back to being like evil, and she went back to being like goody.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, okay, so you just like, there was this kind of big turning point, and then that's it. Nothing really happened.
Yeah.
You're back to.
I don't know. Do you think that she's still trying? Like, her whole thing was like, we could still save Kylo, right? Like, she's trying to find some redemption for him.
I think that's it now, though. But like, that was the opportunity, and then that's gone. He's
irredeemable now. Yeah, like it felt that way. Like the last shot of them looking at each other, she's like,
it's like he's just gone. He's gone.
Yeah. It's game over. So
I mean, I think there's still going to be more in the next one, like between those two characters,
because they're connected.
I think that's what it is now. Yeah. That's what the story is now. It's between the two of them because and like, all the old guard are dead.
Yeah. See, and this is why I don't think this movie is garbage like people are saying. We are having these discussions. You know, it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? Where can we go from here? A lot of possibilities are it opens up a lot of things, you know, and it's not already pre-written. That I just think a lot of Star Wars fans just got butthurt, and that's why there's this out. But I think everyone is doing armchair directing. I'm like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And everyone's like, well, in my Star Wars, I would have done this. Hey, you know what? Go make your own fucking Star Wars, you rat bastard, and see how much what things you might mess up on, you know, that you're not even thinking about. It's hard being a director, and no one goes out trying to make a crappy movie. You know, they try to do stuff that they think you're gonna love, right?
Well,
and sometimes they make
mistakes. Bowl or whatever his name is. Wasn't it like a legal loophole or something, like a tax
something
fraud
like that
scheme?
Yeah,
because like, if you made a film in Germany, like
I heard that story.
Local government would like pay some money or something.
You know, Canada.
And so if it was like a financial failure, you would actually keep that money.
That is crazy.
So it was just this money laundering scheme of making shitty movies, and they just also happened to be video game properties.
You know, for kids.
So some people do go out to make shit movies.
Yeah, good point. Good point. That is true, and it's also a good way to launder money.
Yeah.
So
not anymore. They close that loophole. So.
Well, you know.
I have to cancel my business trips to Germany.
That's good.
Right. Next slide.
Yeah. Let's go next slide. Yeah, because I know I'll keep
we have
talking
a
about
lot
this
more
forever.
characters.
We got a lot more characters to go through.
I mean,
so
the first few are like the important ones, because like next one is Luke Skywalker.
All right. So Luke.
So, I mean, yeah.
Luke was good.
I kind of liked his character, even though he was a bit of like a kind of bitter old man.
Yeah. But no, it was justified, I thought.
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me? No? Oh, hello? Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello?
Uh-oh. Hold
Still
on.
there? Still there?
Still there. Still here.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I think it might be my internet or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, so Luke, he was kind of like a bitter old man a little bit. But then again, I did kind of foresee he's like, she wants him to train her, and he's like kind of like, no. And eventually he gives. Like, that was kind of...
He became Yoda. He became like a bitter Yoda. Look, he could have been just...
understand with him...
Yeah.
...is at the end, why is he a force projection?
Okay. This
why
is what
I not have got there. And so I read something about the director talking to Kathleen Kennedy, who is the head of Lucasfilm, and who's the one who's basically pulling all of the strings for these films, that she wanted him to die on the island.
Oh, okay.
So it felt like it was a forced decision there.
I didn't know this. Okay.
From a story perspective, like, why was he... He dies as well.
Yes.
Obviously, he expends all of his energy and he dies, but, like, he could have gone to the, like...
No, but here's the thing.
Assuming that it was close enough and then he could make it in time, like, he could have gotten there and been there in person. Why did he have to be a force projection?
Okay, I have a solution. I thought about this. I said to myself, okay, I didn't know about this, what you just said about the Kathleen Kennedy part, but check this out. So it's all about lighting the spark to do the rebellion, right? And so he dies as a symbol, right? So say like he goes there, like if you can even see the way he's projected. He's projected himself as a little bit younger.
That's a younger version,
right. The gray's out of his beard. He's a perfect. He's having his like Jesus moment kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And he's like perfect. You know, he does all this stuff. He goes down there. They shoot all the guns at him, and he comes out. He does a little like swipe the dirt off. You know what I mean? And it looks like a total badass, right? And so even at the very end, when the kids are playing Star Wars, you know, they're kind of telling the story of Luke Skywalker. So,
but no one saw it.
I guess not.
How did anyone see that?
I don't know.
Well, the First Order saw it.
I guess the First Order saw it. I don't know.
Because they're playing with like the Jedi stuff, but like, how do they know about it?
Shit, I don't know. That's a good question.
The only people who saw it were like the 16 remaining Resistance people, and then like the like actually, when you think about it, not that many First Order people on the planet.
Right,
only like maybe 50 of them.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. But okay. Nonetheless,
by the end of the movie, there aren't
there's
that many people.
There's like 20. There's like 20 people. Like, and
like,
they all fit in the Falcon.
Ships, but in terms of the resistance, they're like nothing. Now.
They're gone, and they all just fit into the Falcon, and that's it. You know. So
yeah.
But okay.
How do they
but
know?
You know what I'm saying, though.
I get that they're trying to like. I would understand that if there was some way that like Luce also force projected it to every single screen in the galaxy, which maybe he did. Maybe he did. Maybe he did show that. So we don't know. And I get the whole like it is understandable that he's trying to spark rebellion because that's what they're trying to do. But how are they doing it? How are they letting people know?
Who knows? Maybe some of the stormtroopers got word out. I don't know. But the word gets out.
I guess so, but it's seemed he was trying to be badass, but is that the first time we've seen force projection?
Yes, I believe so. But I know people have problems like with the Leia bubble and they say they've never seen it before, but it's actually canon in books.
I can understand that Leia bubble thing.
Yeah. But as far as the force projection
thing, like I can also, but it's kind of like once you peppered that area filled with like laser blasts and stuff, and he comes out alive, then it's kind of like maybe. Yeah. And then like,
well, here's another thing. Okay, I know what you're saying. Okay, but check this out too. He even kind of says like, look, you think I'm going to use my laser sword just going to take down the rebellion? I mean, take down the Empire by himself. There's no way he could have done that. And if he would have done some like, I don't know, some freaking Dragon Ball like spirit bomb, that would have just been, people said that was stupid, right? Or is that just me?
Yeah.
So I think I know what
But from his perspective, like he wasn't even there. So like, and then Kylo Ren quote unquote stabs him, and then he's like, "Haha, I'm just a force projection," and then disappears. Yeah. He hasn't done anything.
Yes, he did. He bought them time to escape. He bought them time to escape.
He kind of put it on a display, and then that was it. And then he dies because he expended too much energy.
But that was the time they needed to escape.
If people were just like, "Look how badass he was," and then someone else was just a projection. It kind of undermines everything that he's done. It's like people, like a ton of people, like blasted him, and he walked out unharmed, and then he fought Kylo Ren, and he dodged all his like lightsaber swings. And it's like, yeah, but he was a projection.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Yeah, he did that time. Yeah, it does look cool, but the fact that it was a projection, I feel like I was a little bit iffy, and then the fact that he dies at the end, I was like, oh shit, oh, he's dying, oh god, he died. Like, part of it was like, okay, but that was kind of came out of nowhere, the fact that he died.
Well, I think no, but I don't mind him dying the way he did. I think it was a good it was a good bookend.
A little bit
abrupt. Right. When it was like,
no foreshadowing of his
right.
There's no fact that like this is actually going to take a lot out of him.
Right, that part.
It's like he gets stabbed, and then you're like, oh shit, he's going to die, and oh no, he's a version. And then he does die anyway, and it's just like,
he does die.
Then what was the point?
Well, I mean, the point is, he buys time, right? If he would have just got squished, just turned into jelly from all the gun blast, then it would have been pointless. Like, we saw Luke Skywalker and we blew his ass up. You know what I mean? That would have been not good. No. Oh man. But that is a good question. It is a good question. Maybe there's stuff in the, I don't know, it could be cut out of the things like look.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to rely on deleted scenes to answer some of these questions.
Yeah, I know.
It should be. It should give enough information in the real full film theatrical release. Anyway, Leia.
Yeah, Leia. Okay, we'll just jump into Leia. All right, hold up. Hey, it's you there, Grimlock. What's up?
We talked about her force bubble thing.
Yeah, force bubble.
I was okay with.
Actually,
it's like she's dying, so she's on the brink of death.
Yeah.
Like, so she activates that.
People are mad. Yeah, people are mad as fuck about that, dude. Like, real talk. People are upset. I'm like, dude, we're watching a bunch of space wizards, you know.
Yeah. People know that she's force sensitive.
Yeah. They're like, how come she can use the force, all that stuff? She's been chilling for 30 years. 30, like what, 30, 40
the
years?
only thing I will say is that when that happened, I was like, oh, this is how they kill off her character. Because
I thought the same thing.
spoiler alert, Carrie Fisher passed away.
Right.
She is in real life very much not alive.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, she's in a coma. She's gonna die.
Right.
She got out of a coma. The ship's gonna get blown up. Oh, she's on the salt planet. They're gonna shoot her. I was waiting for her character to die in the film because she's not around to film episodes. What are they going to do with her character?
But that's like problems with like knowing the real life as opposed to the movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Is it just going to open with Leia has died from her?
I bet you it's probably going to be a time jump because they're going to be training up and building up the resistance again.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I have a bone to pick with that. But
okay.
So, but it's just like knowing that Carrie Fisher
is passed,
is dead. And then Leia Organa has this fake out death scene.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, oh, yeah. Okay. She's in more of this movie than I thought.
No, like when they blew up the bridge and they got, unfortunately, man, Admiral Akbar, damn, talk about they didn't give zero fucks about him.
Also,
but
one of my friends is actually in this film. And he was on the bridge when it got
blown really?
Up. That's awesome. One of the people who died.
Nice. People that know people. No. So when she blew up on the ship, I said, "Whoa, that is a bold move." I was like, "This is how they're gonna do it." I was like, "Wow."
And plus, it's like because Kylo Ren was gonna do it, but then he didn't. Then he was like, two supporting things did. So I was like, "Okay, this works." This works.
I was like, "Yeah, that works." And I go, oh, why didn't they do that? So when I was going back in my head, I was like, oh, that would have been a perfect exit. Well, I'm still watching the movie, right? I'm like, oh, that would have been kind of a perfect exit. But then you think about the last scene between her and Luke, and that was very important. So they can't cut that out. It
was nice to have, but had she died there, I thought that would have...
It would have been strong.
Like, for me, I kind of, at least for episode 9, I'd want at least one of the original 3 to be there. And the fact that Luke is not there anymore, it would have been Leia, and I think that was the plan. But
I think that was the plan.
She can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why I was surprised when he dies and she doesn't.
Right. I think they were just kind of back against the wall. I don't think they had much choice. I think the thing is, like, I think they're supposed to be training Poe because there's a lot of dumb stuff that happens with Poe that he should be in the fucking brig. But you know what I mean? Like, he basically...
But like, they could have changed it so that, like, okay, it took a lot of energy out of Luke, but force projection doesn't kill him.
Right.
Like, they could have changed that. They could have. They didn't have to make him die.
Right.
And then they could have had Leia die.
But he's the spark.
Whatever thing. So. She could have been the spark.
You think so?
She's always been the, like,
because Luke is the boogeyman. You know what I mean?
But he could have done his like force stuff and been awesome, and then she dies, awesome. And then she was for the longest time like the head of the resistance, wasn't she? She wasn't a nobody in this universe,
right?
And she could have been the spark that sets it off, and she's still force sensitive, so you could like wave your hand to be like, ooh, that.
But I think Luke was bigger, though. I think Luke's reputation was bigger.
Yeah, but in terms of what could happen, you can't use Leia anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless they're going to creepily CGI face.
And they said they're not. They said they're not going to do that.
And they said they're not. But then they said that they weren't going to rewrite things now that she passed away. But then they kind of did, didn't they? I thought they did.
No, well,
or
they might have like done a little bit of zhuzhing, but nothing major. Because like, look, if they were gonna rewrite shit, that would have been the place to take her out when the bridge blew up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But for the whole moment between Luke and Leia coming back and meeting each other, that moment, they couldn't look. That would have been lost on the cutting room floor, and there's no way they were gonna let that little bit of history go too. I mean,
a little bit, but I would have been okay if that hadn't happened. It was obviously it was a nice moment, but the fact that he was also a Force ghost, I felt kind of undermined that, like he wasn't actually there.
Yeah.
And the fact that like Han Solo's little space mirror die,
his
dice thing, like they were also Force protection.
Yeah.
and they disappear too. I'm just like, well, okay, that kind of undermines that moment a little bit.
Yeah.
You didn't even bother to go in person to see your sister.
Well, I
before
mean, but
dying.
that loops back around to like what they were trying to do with the whole thing. So,
And if you could have done this force projection thing anytime, could have set him
well,
up anytime.
well, he did. He cut himself off from the force, so he just
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think this is a movie I gotta watch again, but I want to watch it on the extended master cut. I think I'm gonna enjoy it a lot more. Yeah, but yeah, no, you make valid points, sir. I think they were kind of personally. I think they were kind of written. There's some. It's okay. It's like a scale, right? What has the bigger impact? It's nothing of not like a scale, but it's like okay. Um, if you option A is really good, it has bad points, but option B is a little bit better, so they went with option B kind of thing. If that makes sense. Like there you have different ways you can do it. All of them are solutions, but this outcome is a better outcome, or it has much more of an impact. Than
we don't know because
true.
Once again, this is a part of. Well, I haven't said this yet, but it's a part of a trilogy. Without the final piece, I think some things are still going to be a little bit up in the air.
Yeah.
And this is actually what I said about episode 7. Like, without knowing the next part of it, it's kind of hard to see what some of the things that happen. Maybe things that happen in episode 7 that people are making fun of are going to turn out to be very important. Yeah. Which I don't actually think was much of the case in this film.
Yeah, I'm
this
really
film
curious
didn't make any parts of episode 7 or worse, for that matter. But it's just
Abrams submitted a script this week, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay,
all right, let's go.
Poe.
Oh, all right.
I read somewhere that he was useless. Everything he did failed in this film,
and I loved that. I thought the fact that everything he did in this movie, most of it was the wrong move, because we see this happen in all these movies all the time. It was like, I know what's really going on. I'm gonna, do my own thing. You know what I mean? And all of it fucking failed. And I was just like, good for you. You don't.
It's
see
true,
that.
because it's the same with Finn as well. Like all of the whole plan that Finn goes on, it fails.
It totally fails. And I said, that is a bold ass choice. Nothing comes of it. He gets a little kissy face, but
which is a little bit nihilistic.
Yeah, I'm just grumpy.
But it kind of works. Like I think
it works.
The subversion once again.
Yes,
I like the subversion of the what you assume is going to happen. Okay, they're going to go and they're going to save this thing, and it doesn't. But at the same time, you can't help but want it to work out. The fact that it doesn't work out, it's like, well, then what was the point?
What was the point? But like you said, that's very nihilistic.
It's like you need films to have bad endings sometimes. Because if all films had good endings, then it would never be in your mind that, oh, this film could end badly. It could have a bad ending. At the same time, good endings feel good, which is why you want good endings. But you need those bad endings to keep that option there in the minds of your audience that things could end badly before they end well.
Right, and it makes those happy endings mean more.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But they did that with Star Wars. That's the thing. They
That's true.
It's like, okay, you're supposed to think, oh, these could fail, but it doesn't. The heroes see it through. But in this case, like, oh, they could fail. They don't, but then they do.
Right. Yeah. That's good point.
It's a bit of a I like it, but
it's red herring
kind of a kick in the teeth as well.
Yeah. Well, there are stakes and there are consequences for actions. I think.
Yeah.
What should have happened would have just ground the story to a halt. They should have locked his ass up. People died. A lot of people died because of what he did. Multiple times he made the bad decision. You know what I mean? But I think this kind of goes to the big story at the end. I think they're setting him up to be the leader of all this stuff. Yeah. And definitely. I think that's why Leia and Poe's relationship was supposed to be really. They're supposed to kick that up in high gear, I think, in a third movie, supposedly. And I think that's what's going to happen after.
I thought for me, it seems like this second film is to groom him to then take over
Yes.
the kind of role of the leader in the third film. So he's already groomed by the end of the third film.
Right.
I mean, by the end of this film, it's like he realizes the hothead. He realizes some of his faults, and so he's kind of there. So I think in episode 9, he'll probably take over a lot of things. But but
yeah, it's lesson learning for him. It's growing up to learn to be a leader.
If they just locked him up, then he wouldn't have anything to do. And one of the criticisms with his character was that no one really understood. He was very one tone. In episode 7.
Yeah.
And so they gave him more to do, and you could definitely see more of his character in this film, other than just being like bromance with Finn.
Yeah, a little homo,
which I liked, but at the same time, it's just
it made him more of a round character.
Really achieve a lot, but yeah, it does, and I think it sets him up.
Yeah, and things like
hopefully some sort of redeeming storyline.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's the future. You know what I mean? And
I don't know. He might die.
Yeah, he might die. That's a good point. He might die because they're kind of wrapping all this shit up. So no, but I respect the boldness of that. It was really refreshing to see, and I think that's what really make me one of the main factors why I like this movie so much. That things like this, Poe messes up a lot. He should be in jail. But
in his mind, he's trying to do the right thing.
He's not
even the audience believes that like what he's doing.
Right. It's not.
And
it's
it would
not
have been. It would have been. Had it not been for what's his name, DJ.
The Finster from the Usual Suspect.
The hacker or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we go next?
Yeah, let's go.
Next character. So Finn is the next. I mean, we touched on this. This kind of fits in with Poe's storyline, but the fact that
I'm upset
what Finn and what Rose didn't really amount to very much.
Right. I think people are giving Rose. We'll get into Rose. I think people are giving Rose a hard time, and I think Rose was really interesting for me. I know we're talking about Finn, but Rose was really interesting for me because it shows like she's not like some crazy force wielder or something like that. You know, she has.
Should we just go to the next slide and
yeah. But I'll just okay. We'll just go just go straight to her. But Finn, I think, got robbed of a perfect ending of his character. One of the biggest sacrifices would have been badass. If he would have died with the
oh yeah.
So okay, like, back to Finn.
That would have been ballsy if they did kill him off.
Yeah. I think that was a missed opportunity, but
I would have understood that. Why?
Yeah. I didn't want him to die, honestly speaking.
If he died while taking the thing out, then
that would have been noble.
Would have been good.
Yeah,
but,
agreed.
But it kind of seemed like it was going to be futile. And I think I read a comment somewhere being like, why does she stop him? They could have saved everyone. She was kind of selfish. But I think it was quite obvious that he wasn't going to be able to do anything.
Right.
It would have been a suicide mission, but he wouldn't he would have killed himself and not achieved anything.
Mm-hmm. I think people are just hating on it.
And I think part of it is as well that Rose is a character.
All right,
it's the first time that they've kind of seen her, and the fact that she establishes herself is kind of, I guess, is kind of like a love triangle.
It is a full-on love triangle, baby. Where's my air horn?
And
sorry, I don't have it.
It seems quite obvious that like Finn likes.
He's all about Rey. He is thirsty as fuck.
You don't really know if Rey likes Finn.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
That being said, I am team Finn and Rey.
Yeah, you're okay.
Rose can go away.
Really? I'm all about. Let me tell you
the way things normally go. I would not be surprised if Rose and Finn end up together because Rey is probably, she cares about Finn, but probably not in that way. The Force and that stuff, and like her duty, her destiny, or whatever.
Right. Finn is too thirsty.
So I think Finn will have to settle.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you why I'm Finn Rose. One, this is one of the first time we're seeing Asian characters in the Star Wars series, and not have be some femme fatale kind of like She's a
Not
pudgy,
that like
nice
fish thing that was the co-pilot for Lando.
Yeah. Look, she's smart. It's got some spunk. Got a little bit of a heart that they try to show with the horsey thing. Granted, it seems like it's a forced relationship. I got it. If that would have been the revelation later, I would have been okay with it a little bit more. I think except a little bit rushed. But I'm happy that she's a pudgy Asian girl. You know what I mean? I was so happy to see that. You know what I mean? Because I was like, good for you. Diversity. Because like if she was just like just some straight up like just smoking hot girl, people would have been, oh yeah. But nah, she's still cute, but she's nice and pudgy. I'm like, good for you, Star Wars. Good for you.
I thought she died at the end. I will have to say.
That would have been, people would have been mad as fuck, dude. She would have died. If she would have died there. Yeah, they'd be like.
Yeah, and then she would have gotten out of the way for.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. But yeah, man.
No, I thought she died, and then I was like, okay, awkward the kiss, but at least she's out of the way now.
Yeah,
and the kiss was still there. And I'm like, oh balls.
No, more pudgy Asians, please. It's like elves. I'm so sick of elves. Elves are perfect. Fuck elves, man. Give me dwarves. I'm all about dwarves now. But no.
Her sister wasn't pudgy.
Her sister was hot. She was hot, man. I was like, no.
Obviously, yeah, you have to be this attractive to people.
Thank you.
The unattractive people have to do the.
And she's not unattractive. She was like an engineer or something like that. Yeah.
The chubby people.
Oh yeah, they just put him in the back. Jeez, no, I applaud this effort. I'm saying that was actually very progressive, and I don't think people see that.
I will say the actress looks a lot better in real life as well.
Oh, of course. So, Kimmy in the chat is like pudgy. LOL. So no, I'm like more of that, please. Because look, don't just throw like if this I'm more sensitive to this because it's like every time I have a black guy in a movie, he's like oh I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna rhyme my last words or whatever, some bullshit like that. And I'm like, fuck you, man, fuck you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I definitely like the fact that she was of ethnic, like non-white character,
right?
And I feel like if anywhere, like Star Wars is a place that you can do that without people getting all pissy. It's just like, ooh, it's not based on any country.
Right.
So yes, definitely more of that.
Yeah, and her story
would feel a bit weird if it was the First Order that had like Asian people.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah. They make them the space Nazis.
To me, because they're like traditionally British, aren't they?
Right.
White.
Yeah,
white British.
The accents wouldn't match. No.
But
no.
Like, just having her and definitely like not a planet of Asians. Just like
it's a planet.
I mean, because if it was Star Wars, like technically it would be like a planet of Asians, wouldn't it?
You're thinking more Star Wars, where it's just like, look, we're all forehead people and we all wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
No, but look, so
she
has a little bit of heart.
I didn't too much mind her character except for the love triangle.
It was a little bit forced.
It was a little bit forced, but she didn't annoy me. Her character didn't annoy me.
She didn't annoy me at all, and I was happy about that. But check this out too. Like, all right, look, I know it's a little forced, but I think if you think about the first introduction of Rose, she's all like starstruck by Finn. So she was like a little like, oh, you're Finn, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So I could see how the love connection can go that way, but it's not in return. You know what I mean? So people say that's a stale ass kiss. And I was like, yeah, because he's not into her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not at that moment. So that makes sense. It's like, okay, that would explain a kind of fishy kiss. Just like I'm just like dead fish kind of thing. So, and he's a clone boy. He doesn't know what's up. So I don't know. Yeah. More pudgy Asians, please. Okay, we'll keep going.
Right, next character. I mean, this is pretty quick. What's her name? Vice Admiral Holdo.
Yeah, best death scene in Star Wars, if you ask me.
But
not really.
Okay, in terms of the story, she stays behind because she has to pilot the thing. Why is there no autopilot?
That's stupid. There's no autopilot. That makes no sense. I thought that was stupid.
Yeah, that was really stupid. It was just like, okay, in terms of the story, like, yeah, it's all nice that you're sacrificing, but
looked
really, if you
awesome.
think about it,
It was
like that's a huge spaceship that should have an autopilot function, and
I
mean, the real reason was because so later she could turn the ship and hyper light speed it into things, which like okay, I get it, but the fact that you had to stay behind to like pilot the ship was a bit of a
they had to get rid of her.
And also, if you can just like light speed ram these ships, why don't they?
Why would they do that all the time? Thank you.
Why
I thought
don't
the
they
same
create a gun that
it's just
that
hyper
do it with shit?
Right.
Yeah.
That one scene ruined all these space movies for me because I'm like, okay, what's keeping everybody from
that is a
jumping
massive,
into?
It just opens up so many
doors. Like I was watching this. All right, this is video games called Star Citizen, right? So all these like small, like basically all these things have like light speed. I'm like, what's keeping these fools from just jumping the light speed and blowing up planets? Because you see what a meteor could do to the Earth and start the whole like kill all the dinosaurs and shit. What do you think when you get like a what's it called class was a capital ship going in and jumping at light speed into a planet? It just jacks it up. You don't need a Death Star. You just do that, man. Sorry, but yeah, it opens up too many questions.
It's the same thing like with the Flash when like, oh no, he ran away and kidding. Like, when the Flash is fighting a bad guy, like he got away, and it's like,
how the hell is he gonna get away? You're the Flash.
You can run faster than anyone.
Right. Flash should be
them.
Yeah, Flash is stupid to me.
So
Let me tell you what.
Plot holes. The fact that he can just run.
Yeah. Okay. Look. All right. Look. Well, not even the Flash. Okay. Say you're. We're getting the Flash. Say you're Professor Zoom, right? You have the same powers. You're evil as fuck, right? Just grab a knife and just stab everybody. That's all you have to do. They're not gonna catch you because you're the Flash. You just stab, and you win. You win. That's it. It's game over.
Yeah. Game over. By opening this door for admittedly incredibly visual. Where it looks amazing, but it's just
amazing. Yeah,
you kind of show
Pandora's box.
Yeah.
But another thing that was kind of interesting about her character.
So, yeah.
Oh no, people are mad about her hair color. Really, really, grow up.
I thought the weird halo thing was a bit too. On the nose.
You think so? I didn't recognize that. I'll have to watch it again.
Okay. It's like, I don't know.
I'll watch it again. Want to keep going?
I mean, at first I didn't like her character because she was against Poe, but then I don't know. By the end, I was like, she's not bad.
Yeah, it's a bit of a 180. She didn't have to be that mean, but I get it a little bit.
But at the same time, I kind of understand why.
Yeah.
But,
it's a little cold. Hold up.
Lightspeed.
1 second, you silent out. All right, one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
So one thing about the light speed attack thing, hyperspeed, whatever. What is it? Why? It's hyperspeed, right?
Hyperspace. Oh my god.
Light speed.
Light speed.
Why do I not know that anymore?
Light speed.
It is like okay. With the light speed thing, is that was at the same time the two of them were fighting over. Rey and Kylo Ren were fighting over the lightsaber, and the lightsaber splits in half.
Yes.
And that happens at the exact same time.
Yes.
Was the explosion from the lightsaber or the light speed attack?
I believe it's from the light.
Both.
I think it's editing, but it's supposed to be the light speed mainly. It all happens at the same time. That's what I kind of gathered from it.
The thing that cuts it in half, then, or because when the lightsaber got cut in half, it released that white light.
Oh, that's just. I don't think that's
the same.
Yeah, I think.
But
that's
then
different.
again, I guess you see the room afterwards, and it's not split in half.
Yeah,
but it happens at the same time. So
it happens at the same time because everything's all fucked up.
Are they related? Did the lightsaber thing also cause this rift?
I don't know. Honestly, what you said right there, like I was kind of going over that in my head. I didn't understand at first. I was like, did this happen at the same time? Because of the editing, so it's hard to tell. I just kind of assumed that it was all happening at the same time. Because then I was like, well, how the hell did Rey escape to the ship? You know what I mean? Because that she must have been booking. Because
and did she take both parts of the lightsaber as well?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah,
because that's how she's gonna make her own lightsaber later, or a lightsaber staff probably. Is the rumor. But anyway, but yeah, One of the cool looking death though. Oh man, awesome.
Yeah.
We'll keep going. What do you
Yeah,
think?
let's go. I mean,
Okay.
we did
Snoke already a
Snoke
little bit.
a
Yeah.
little bit.
So
Hux is Hux.
Hux is
I
Hux.
like Hux because he's
Hux
kind
is
of
yeah
useless.
useless.
And then
He
like
plays
whenever he gets like thrown around, he's like, oh, and,
yeah. Hux is funny.
he's great.
Yeah.
Great.
People are mad that it's like a little bit too little. It's too many jokes, but I was okay with it. You need a little bit of levity, and you need somebody.
He's
to kick
great, and I
around.
like the fact that he's still alive.
Yes, he's still alive.
Still on the planet, or did he like? Does it show him escaping?
I believe he escapes.
I can't remember.
Wait a second.
But I like
hold
the
up.
fact that he's just still there.
Cause like, look, remember like when like they're all beat up on the ground. He's getting ready to cap Kylo, and he wakes up. He's all like, "Oh, where did they go?"
Yeah.
I was like, "This little
No,
oh, man.
I like.
I
his
love
character.
him. I love him. People hate him, but I love him. Yeah, good. Yeah,
But
he's
this
good.
next one,
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Phasma.
Phasma, plasma.
So
Yeah.
I am convinced. I have my little Phasma theory.
Oh yes.
The
Please tell.
only reason she is in this film is because she
Game of
was
Thrones.
massively hyped for episode 7 and massively underutilized and killed off really unceremoniously. So they had to put her in this film to do something with her, and then she still killed off in this film. And you still, I don't know why there's a photo of her because you never see her face.
You never see her face or eye. Now
just
this
before she dies, supposedly, if she comes back in the,
she might come back. She might come back.
This is stupid. To be fair, it's not.
She should not come back.
Shown if she dies, but like they had their chance when she comes back in the third act, or
if she comes back, I would not be surprised.
And if she comes back, though, it's going to be a massive like. It will just take me out of the moment so much.
You think so?
Just like, oh, again.
I think, yeah. No, I agree. It would take me out of it. They would have to do something very special or very funny, where it's just like, you're back again, kind of thing. But
exactly.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like she had like a decent-ish fight, but she still dies. And
it was so
kind
fast.
Of like, what's the point?
Yeah. Well, I think
had that fight been in episode
epic.
7, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of her character.
They should have done
like
more
they
with the
had
fight.
to kind of bring her back, but they didn't do enough to really justify bringing her back.
I think it's the editing time. I think if they had some giant fight, it would have extended the edit a lot more. I would have loved to see them duke it out more.
That's the only thing she does.
That's it.
She reappears, fights, dies.
Yeah, and I think that was I kind of laughed. The fact that they got rid of her so fast again, I thought like, oh, that's another big fu to the Star Wars fans, which I thought was hilarious.
Into a joke, which it shouldn't. It really shouldn't try and like it's Star Wars. It shouldn't turn characters into jokes.
But you don't think jokes usually happen 3 beats. If she comes back, then it is definitely a joke. They make it a joke, or that's how Finn dies.
But that's.
No, Finn dies for Rey.
Died to Phas. Oh my god!
That'd be stupid.
That would annoy me if
Finn will die to save Rey. I think that's what's gonna happen. If he does die,
maybe.
I don't know, but I think Finn might actually make it through the whole thing. To tell the truth,
I think so. But yeah, Phasma.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Really,
I didn't care. I didn't care to tell the truth. She had a cool looking suit, and that was it. They built a whole Boba Fett bullshit on it. You know what I mean? And I was like. The fact that he was like, "Nope, you're dead," and I was like, "Cool, next."
Give me some else. I read a thing about so apparently her why don't all the other stormtroopers that are like blaster proof? Because her armor is blaster proof. It deflects on a blaster.
I heard that somewhere too.
And then they're like, oh well, maybe it's like a super rare element, but apparently it's just made of the same material that C-3PO is made of.
Unobtainium? Oh, sorry, bad joke.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like chromium or something like that.
Yeah. She's made out of Phasma.
Bulletproof material that a protocol droid is made out of. Why can't more of your
wait a second. That's stupid. See, look, she's just getting stupider. I love the lady that plays her.
For
I love her.
For a cool moment of a ricocheting bullet off her. Not bullet.
Not worth
blaster thing off her thing. It opens up these holes in the story.
She's just there to sell toys. Let's be honest.
And to me, Star Wars is at a level where these plot holes.
Oh, I lost your audio.
Oh,
Okay, you're right.
okay. But yeah, Star Wars is at a level where it shouldn't really have these plot holes.
Agreed. This is way too much money.
Which is a little bit disappointing. Okay, next character.
Next character. Whew. Yo, oh, did I skip one? Oh no, we're good. Okay. DJ. I'll just say
he
this:
was
hype, all hype. No,
it's obvious that he's just set up for episode 9.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, he's too big
for an actor of his level to be in it.
I didn't like the choices he made. I love him, but I didn't like his accent.
It was a little bit annoying, and it didn't need. He didn't need to be
right. He was just making choices. I just
it's just like it's like once again, it's just like he gets to play a character with it's like the collector.
Yeah. No.
Because he's so underutilized.
Yeah.
That it's just obvious that he's going to have another role episode. Well, you would think that we'd have another role in episode 9.
Oh, I think I heard somewhere he's one of the things that they have more on him in the deleted scenes.
Well, there's an extended scene of how they get the base, isn't it?
Something like that.
How the three of them break in. And so that's probably where a lot of his character got cut. But the amount of time that he's in this film is a tiny amount.
Yeah, because the theory crafting was insane. They were saying he was gonna be a gray Jedi from Rebels, from the TV show Rebels. Oh, really? Yeah, they're saying all this shit, and I'm like, oh, all right.
Well, he still might turn out to be, but it feels like his character was just a setup for episode 9.
Yeah, and also a little bit of exposition too, as far as like the weapons dealers. I thought was kind of interesting because I never really. I always wondered about who's buying the weapons, who's making the weapons on both sides. So yeah, and a little bit of more Rose story showing the underbelly of.
But if he's not in episode 9, it would just be like a massive waste.
It'll be a Phasma.
Of a character, it would be.
It'd be another Phasma.
But I mean, he wasn't even hyped up that much. Just like announced that he was in it, and then
I guess you're right.
Yeah,
it's weird to look back on in the past to see where the hype was because we've already had experienced them, you know. No, but I totally agree with you. He's definitely coming back in 9 or something. He has to. If not, I'm okay with it. But I agree with you. I'm surprised. We pretty much feel the same about most of this, which I thought was very surprising.
Yeah. I mean, I have my reasons.
Yeah.
I logical reasons.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right, let's go next
because this goes into.
Okay, here we go.
Yoda,
puppet Yoda, bro. I thought this was a bold choice.
God, when I saw that, I was just like, really?
Yeah, but let me tell you, the people that are like, oh, you have practical effects, man. They were like, all right, there you go. That's what he really looks like, you dumbasses.
Yeah, he does look. It's a nice gesture.
It's a nice gesture, but it is jarring
to George Lucas.
Oh, that's what it was. That's all that was. He
so
looks so ridiculous.
He looks so jank.
That was honestly, that's exactly what it was. It was a giant fuck you to George Lucas.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it. Honestly, I'm okay with it because I can appreciate, it's Puppet Yoda from before. That was funny. But at the same time, I was like, come on, like real talk, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, they could have made it look a little bit better.
It could have done so a little bit more.
Could have just been a little bit more.
So.
And then, but the main thing is just where are the other Force ghosts? And since when can Force ghosts interact with nature and just summon down a lightning strike?
Here's the thing.
Destroy the temple.
I got something for you. Yes. Yes. I think they can. All right. Okay. Look, if they can now interact with nature, cool. No problem. But people complain about the lightning. They fucking shoot lightning out their fingers, man. That's what Palpatine does. That's a Sith power. But they're all one with the Force now. They can do whatever they want.
When you're dead,
it's the Force, bro.
To the Force.
It's the Force, bro.
But if he can do that, why can't he just go to like Snoke and just lightning him?
Lasered wizards, man.
He's asleep.
Oh goddamn.
Or just go and do like if you can do that much.
That's a good point.
Then dying doesn't really have that much effect. You can
God
just go
damn it.
around and do stuff.
God
Do you not see? It's the same thing. It opens up too many
damn
pots.
you.
It was a nice moment because Luke is hesitating,
God damn
and he's
you.
like, "Oh, should I burn this down or not?" But then, and then Yoda just does it anyway. So it's kind of like this. Yes, this is the right thing. But
Okay.
then why can't he do that any other time to help things?
Okay, you just broke. All right, that broke Star Wars. That broke Star Wars a little bit for me, a little bit. Okay, I was more into like, okay, I don't care that he's affecting nature and that he could call lightning, but
it's touching moment, yes.
Touching moment, but
it doesn't hold up the rest of the universe.
I want to draw how it should have ended right there about that. Oh my god, I would have a field day. That is such a good point. All right, you win. You win that round, sir. You win that round. Okay. That was well played. Well played. You just broke the shit for me again. Okay, next one. Okay, totally not Leia's daughter. Oh, what? I thought that was Leia's daughter.
So no? this is the Carrie Fisher's daughter.
Yeah.
In real life, who is playing not Leia's daughter.
I was like, I thought it was Carrie Fisher's daughter. Oh, okay.
No, it is, but it's not Leia's daughter. She's in the Force Awakens.
A little bit of nepotism. Role. I'm okay with it.
But then this one, she has like a massive role. She's like the first human character you see in the film.
Good point. Well, they were dropping,
and she survives until the end. So okay,
yeah. Dude, but they were dropping.
Good for her, wouldn't be. It is.
Yeah, if she can act.
Okay, I will say she can act.
Okay, good.
But it is nepotism.
Yeah, it's all good.
I don't mind the fact that she's.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Something I thought I should point out.
No, that's kind of funny. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know if she can act too. So that's good to know that she can act. And that could also, I would say, like, if a little bit of fan service was for her to have like a bigger role in Episode 9. But that's super nepotism. But well, hey, look, she made.
But at least she was in Episode 9 in a small role. She's still a resistance person and whatever. Yeah. So like, it's consistent.
Yeah, if I had a daughter, I would do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably do the same thing. I'd be like, "Girl, get your ass in here. Come on, girl."
Okay.
All right.
Next.
Oh, I see what's up. Okay.
The porgs.
The porgs.
So I was so glad that they were just in this film, just to be like a cute thing and sell toys, and they didn't like sneak onto the rebel base, or sneak on the First Order's base and like short circuit some wire and help them in like a really stupid. I was just so glad that they were just there, and they are like functionally useless,
and they didn't do prequel shit with them.
Yeah, they didn't.
That's what they would have totally done.
I'm so glad that they invite them into the story so that they could like save the day or something, and they're just there.
They set up one of the funniest jokes. Yeah, that I laughed out loud. I was like, in Japan theaters, no one's laughing. I was laughing my ass off of that. I thought, okay, all right, fine. Keep the porgs. The little look on his face is like, you just ate my mom. It's so awesome. And also, not just the porgs, but with the caretakers, that whole stuff, that was hilarious. With Rey just totally pissing them off the whole time. Funny. Good use of porgs. I was totally worried about this. I thought this was a straight up money grab, and it is, but if you're going to money grab, do it like this.
It was the right type of money grab.
Right. It was not intrusive. Because if it was old Lucas, man, them fools would have had like nunchucks out, been flipping around with laser swords.
They would have Ewok'd them, wouldn't they?
Yeah. All right.
It would have been a Porg Christmas special.
Oh god, I should draw that.
So
all right, next one.
Where are these people?
Okay, thank you, but okay, maybe they're dead.
Where are the Knights of Ren?
Maybe, I don't know.
But
I don't think they had a plan.
Where does this picture even come from?
I think he comes back and he's hunting down Jedi or something. I don't know, bro. Who are they fighting? They killed somebody. But they were looking for the relics. They were looking for those Jedi relics in the first movie. Remember, because they were like
First Order looks in Episode 7. They look huge because they have a whole planet. A whole base is on a planet, and there are thousands or whatever millions of them, and they look like Nazis. And then in this film, they have like huge ass ships. But in terms of the actual people that you see, the First Order feels a lot smaller. Yes, the planet blew up.
Yes, but I think that's it.
All you know is Snoke, Ren, Kylo Ren, and General Hux.
Okay. Uh,
And
okay.
where are the other people
Well,
members? It feels small. It doesn't feel like a kind of like world spanning empire, which it's trying to be. If
episode
there were
9?
other people, yeah, you have the like weird red knight people
Uh-huh.
as like guards, but I felt like there should have been more
More.
admiral, general level type people. So at least you get the feeling that
Okay.
there are other parts of the First Order
Well, we
around.
get that in the beginning, though, right? With the really good general, like on the ship that they blow up
A little
at the
bit,
beginning.
yes.
Yeah, he was really good.
But
I
like
thought it was-
once Snoke is dead, it's just Kylo Ren takes over, and then it's just him and Hux,
True.
and you
Yeah.
don't see anyone else.
Well,
And
that
so it doesn't really feel like Kylo Ren has taken over the whole of the First Order. Or it just
well
feels
that just happens at the end too, so we don't know. Also too, like with Knights Ren wise, we don't know. They could be off world doing something else, or they could be all dead or whatever. But they make it sound like when Snoke first talks to Kylo, he's like leader of the Knights of Ren and stuff like that. It makes them think that okay, they're still out there. I think the Knights of Ren are some of the disciples that he took from the Jedi Temple with him when he left. What they actually say.
yeah.
So, but what the fuck are they doing? I don't know. I think they'll come back in 9 to tell the truth. That's gonna be his posse. What,
I hope so,
1992?
because
Jeez.
but then that wouldn't really like fit in with the fact that he has like no support left.
Well,
which is
that's what I'm
they're
saying.
trying to
That would
achieve.
be his support. Well, he's
Yeah,
he's
which wouldn't
now
fit
the
in.
well he's now he's the big leader dude, right? So he's gonna need
Yeah.
some people. So I'm thinking that this is the
I
time
hope
to bring
so,
him back.
because
I hope so too.
It was missing a little bit of scope. I felt at the
Yeah, yeah, good point. I didn't think about it until you said it, but I think I think the Knights of Ren will show up in the next.
because they don't have to be exactly like his equals or his like subordinates.
Yeah,
whatever,
they're like-
but at least
like
if they were like
generals,
kind of
kinda.
there, if they were
Yeah.
kind of there in that film, then it just would have helped expand things a little bit.
But where would they put them in this movie? You think?
Yeah, I don't know, but it feels like it was just something that wasn't mentioned at all.
Good point. Oh my god, I was just looking at the time
Yeah.
and I still haven't eaten dinner. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
let's keep going. All right,
Last
one.
points. Director.
director.
Director Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson. Yes,
He
did many
did.
good movies. He
He
did Brick.
did Brick, Brothers Bloom, Looper, probably
Yes,
the
yes.
most famous one, and he did a few episodes of Breaking Bad, including Ozymandias, which I have not seen, but apparently it's like the best one, isn't it? Whatever.
Yes, I believe
Um,
that's the one where the Pollo Loco guy like blows up. I believe. I could be
I'm
wrong.
gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, what?
um,
I'm just joking.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I'm just making words up. I don't know what I'm saying.
So, yeah, he's a frequent collaborator with what's his name? Not Ray William Johnson. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. There we go. Frequent collaboration with Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
Okay.
who was a star of Brick and also in Looper.
Yes.
Um,
Good actor.
I didn't really like Looper. I haven't seen Brothers
Really?
Bloom, but I want to, and apparently it's quite good.
I haven't seen.
I
Brothers
saw
Bloom.
Brick. It was okay. It was interesting.
Yeah, Brick was
Well
interesting.
done.
I liked Looper
Interesting
actually.
if you like film. I didn't like Looper. I thought it was really stupid.
What? Oh, I just love time
Interesting
travel.
setup, but the ending was just stupid.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for time travel movies, so you can't.
So
take
I
anything
was
I
a
say.
little bit worried in the same way that I was a little bit worried about Rogue One, because the director Gareth Edwards had done Godzilla, which was okay but not great.
Ugh.
And so to me, when Rogue One was, when I didn't like Rogue One. I was like,
I think
okay,
I liked
can
it more
understand
than-
that because
Yeah.
that was the director. And then with this one, it was like I enjoyed this more than Looper, definitely.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No.
And-
No.
But
do you think about his voice?
it didn't hit it. I've never heard it.
Hmm?
Does he have a very annoying voice?
No. Like his direction, like the. 'cause
Oh,
they said that-
I thought you meant as like actual.
Oh no.
I haven't seen enough of his work to say, because I've only seen Brick and Looper.
Yeah, because he does have
I
a
watched the
sense of
Brothers
humor.
Bloom, but because Brothers Bloom is a comedy, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll have to see that. I liked the film, but it didn't knock it out of the park.
Gotcha.
Um,
How do you feel about
it
him
was
taking
a
over the reins?
capable film.
Uh-huh.
I'm excited to see what happens with the new trilogy that he's doing. So if you don't
Same.
know, he has been picked to direct a whole new trilogy that has nothing to do with the Skywalkers. And I'm interested in
Thank
that because
God.
then it's not going to be bogged down by this backstory and other things that people have done before and expanded upon. And so he can kind of do his own thing. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so it's still kind of like Jedi's to be that and to have some. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be Star Wars if there were no
Right.
Jedi. It'd be kind of
Well,
weird.
we'll see when the
But
TV series shows up, because I think they're not going to have many Jedi in that. But
yeah,
uh,
but I would like it if, especially if it's one person's singular vision
yes,
for the
that's what I
whole way
want.
through, and so there's a little bit more thought. Because I thought originally that it should have been J.J. Abrams to do the whole thing, at least like singular vision. But it seems what's happening is Kathleen Kennedy's somewhat singular vision that was started by J.J. Abrams, but then kind of lent out to other people to tweak a little bit. And so there are things that felt like Snoke's backstory and the Knights of Ren. And I like it's one of the reasons why people don't like the ending of it. It was super interesting, but they just kept running with, oh, wouldn't it be interesting if this happened?
Right.
Really
No,
thinking of how it together.
I got you. I got you.
Lack of forethought is just
No, I agree. I'm more happy with the fact that they have. I think they were trying to do the multiple director thing, and I think they found the error of it within these last couple movies. I think that's why giving him it showed that obviously this guy has an idea and direction, So they're like, okay, look, what do you want to do from going forward? And I think that was a good sign to me, saying, okay, look, we're gonna. Oh, did I just crash? Hold up.
Did you?
You crashed. Hold up. So, no, I'll keep talking, and hopefully, people won't pay attention. The fact that you are broken. Okay, yeah. So, no, I'm happy that Disney is like, okay, look, Kathleen Kelly's like, look, just listen.
Yeah.
He definitely has a vision. It might not hit all the time, but it's doing more good than bad. That's what it looks like. So I'm happy with that decision. So I'm really he's got me curious to say, okay, this guy has a little bit of levity. He definitely has an idea. He's trying to make bold statements. Let's see what he does with this. You know what I mean? He could totally mess this all up, and I just don't know.
But yeah, when he's doing it with like established, which is what I'm a little bit worried about.
But yeah, but that's the nature of the beast, though. Like, if you're
if it's like
giant IPs, then people will get butthurt about it, and it's just the nature of the beast. You know what I mean? So, I
he hasn't done a terrible job.
Yeah,
I'll say that, like, he's done a pretty good job. Though
right.
there are some things that I issue with. And to be fair, though, like if it was either him or J.J. Abrams doing Episode 9, I would be like a third person.
Yeah. I was gonna say, who would you prefer between J.J. Abrams and?
I would prefer J.J. Abrams, actually, despite all the criticism.
Interesting.
Given, because I actually prefer The Force Awakens to The Last Jedi.
Interesting.
And the fact that he started it, I feel like he where things go and how it ends.
Yeah.
Because it would have been had Ryan Johnson done Episode 7, then J.J. Abrams did Episode 8. I want the person who started it
to finish it, to do the whole thing.
I want the person who understood to finish it, basically. And to me, that kind of naturally like it would be the person who started it.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of. It's weird. What you just said really opens a question for me. I don't. Once you said that, it makes me think. Well, maybe JJ should have finished it. I've done the whole thing and see where it go. But I don't trust JJ.
I would have preferred it. At least.
I don't trust him with finishing stuff. I saw Lost. You know what I mean? So
but that wasn't him. That was Damon Lindelof.
Okay. Fair enough.
And another person whose name I can't remember. So that wasn't really I think he started it, but he was no longer really involved in a big way after like third season. I could be completely wrong with this, but I think it wasn't JJ. He wasn't writing it.
But you feel pretty
running it.
But you feel pretty positive about Rian Johnson going forward.
With the new trilogy, yes.
Yeah.
Because it'll be completely new characters that you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But with this, it kind of feels like J.J. Abrams then came in, tweaked it a little bit. So it's kind of lost a little bit of the connection with the first one, maybe, that it could have had with what was supposed to happen.
Okay.
Because really what's happening is like the showrunner, her vision.
Right. She's a real director of this whole thing.
She is. She's kind of the
overseer.
Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Of Star Wars.
I don't know if this is an unrelated question. Do you think now Star Wars lends better to like a kind of a Oh wait, this might be the next question. Hold up. I can't read it from here. It's too small. Hold up. I'm gonna flip it. Let me see. Easter eggs. Nope.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. But yeah, so it's kind of the last slide.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll just jump ahead a little bit then, because I know we're running on time.
Yeah, because this is like the last. So this is middle film.
Okay.
And when you see the whole trilogy, then it will be easy to.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just go to
the whole thing and how it fits in. Like I said earlier, how episode 7, I was kind of waiting for episode 8 to come out. So some parts of episode 7 that maybe didn't really make that much sense would be clearer with episode 8. I feel like with episode 8, I kind of need episode 9 now to see how I really feel about episode 8. Because as it is, I prefer episode 7.
Gotcha. I guess I'm the reverse. I prefer 9 because I think mainly because I've seen
9. You haven't seen 9.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I've seen 7 more, and I've had more time to digest it as opposed to 8. And so I think over time, it's too early for me to tell. But where I'm right now, I think the bold choices make me edge episode. It makes me edge toward episode 8. I think they're both good. After living through the prequels, like I don't keep saying that. This is like all gravy. But I don't know. I would almost, man.
But as a standalone film, episode 7, I think is more successful.
Yeah.
Because episode 8, I kept.
But it's
thinking,
a middle. It's hard to. It's apples and oranges.
It is because it's a middle. It's a middle.
Yeah.
Part of a trilogy. So I was like, when is this going to end? And the film, to me, it could have ended at many points. I thought it was going to end when they landed on the planet.
Yeah.
But then there was a whole extra bit with the battle, and then so it could have ended at points. And because it's the middle film of a trilogy, it doesn't necessarily have to have a conclusion.
Right.
It can kind of end on a cliffhanger, and it kind of does, but it does kind of have a mini conclusion with like, okay, they get off the planet safely. But it to me, it was just like, knowing that it was a middle film in a trilogy, like, where is this going to end? And knowing that, so the middle film is always generally quite a dark, depressing film,
right?
Because a lot of bad things happen, for there to be kind of an uptick at the end in the third film in a trilogy, where like, okay, they finally win, but for that to happen, the middle one a lot of bad things have to happen,
right.
So it's just like, okay, Leia dying. Oh no, she's dead. But like, and then like, everyone's kind of getting blown up, and they go to this planet. I'm like, okay, well maybe that's how we're gonna. And then so all this stuff happened, and then at the very end of the film, like the little kid, and it's all about this spark for the rebellion, and then this little kid
going
who's
forward,
sensitive with the broom, and I saw that, and I was just like, there's not going to be a time jump, is there? And
there totally is going to be. It's going to be a time jump.
And it really feels like there is, and I really don't want there to be.
Really? I'm okay with it. They have that's their only option. That's the only way.
It's like 10 years in the future, and we have to wait for the kid who's like the next.
No.
Jedi
I don't.
Or whatever.
No,
so
I don't think.
I don't want to do that.
No, I don't think that's what's going to happen.
I don't want to meet Rey like 10 years later, and Finn 10 years later, and Poe.
I don't think it'll be that far. I don't think it'll be that far in the future. I think it might be like a 3 or 4 year. I think it will be almost real time. You know what I mean? It'll be like 3 or 4 years.
But the fact that you had like a kid
I think that's the thing. The
It
kid
feels
is,
like the time jump would be until after this kid is
no,
like kind of Jedi training.
no. I think the kid
Otherwise, why would
signifies.
you end
No.
the film on that?
I think you're misunderstanding the point of the kid. The kid is not supposed to be, oh, he's going to be the next one to rise up. No, the kid is, I believe, is to symbolize that there are, there are more
Yeah, there
Force
are other
users.
people.
Right. And that's it. I don't think it's like, okay, now let's train these kids up. I don't think it's a situation like that. But I do believe there is going to be a time jump. It might be like a 4-year time jump or a 5-year time jump. But I don't think it'll be like a 10-year thing where like Rey's got this crew of Jedi with her. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be enough time
Knights
for.
of Rey.
Right, the Knights. Right, yeah, but I don't think it's a situation where the kids like now these kids I got these like kids are gonna be doing backflips and shit. No, I don't think it's gonna be like that. But I think it's just to be the symbol that the Force it's more than just these Skywalkers. You know what I mean? And it's all about, like they said, sparking the rebellion. Where do we go from here? It's the future. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, I could see if it was that, I would be concerned myself because I don't want that. I don't want that either.
Yeah.
But I think the kid is more of a symbol. You know what I mean? That okay, the Force continues with or without the Jedi.
But also the stuff with Leia, with like, because obviously
they got to get around that.
They have to get her character out, and
they
so
got
it
to sort
feels
that
like
out.
if she dies during a time skip, that would be really shitty, because one of the rules of like telling a story is like, if there's a more interesting story,
right,
you should be telling that story.
Yeah.
And if
but what do they do? What do they do?
Like, I don't know. It's.
I mean, that's what
kind of
situations
left
like
it
you
in a
can't.
weird position.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I
just the Shogunate.
after finishing that film, I was just like, am I excited for episode 9?
I am.
And if I'm honest, not really.
Really?
I'll
I think
see it, but I was not excited for. I'm not as excited for episode 9 as I am for episode 8. After I finished watching The Force Awakens, I was like, oh shit.
I mean, but that's not fair. Episode 7 had such a great ending with Luke. I mean, that hypes shit up. So
I mean, it does, but I mean, whether it's fair or not, it still made me want to see like what happens next. And then with this, I was just like,
God, I'm
shit. Well, I still want to see what happens, but I'm not as excited because
that's so interesting. Because I'm the opposite. I'm extremely excited
as much, and so it was like, okay, well, are they going to be able to answer everything successfully? Ignoring the thing with Rey's parents, like with Snoke, that like a satisfactory explanation as to where he came from. It's like, are they going to be able to answer some of these questions that 7 brought up? And I don't know that.
Interesting. I think that's where we
time skip thing makes me like, do I want to? I'm still going to watch Star Wars, and they're probably going to find at least like a decent explanation, because it's not just J.J. Abrams by himself. It's J.J. Abrams being whipped by Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah. Good point.
So like, he's gonna do a proper job, but will it? I
don't know.
I don't know.
That's so interesting.
And I think that's where my unease came from. Watching it.
Okay, that's understandable. No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like I understand your concern as well too. I guess I put more of a positive spin. The fact that I don't know, and it kind of wiped a lot of the shit I didn't care about. It made me kind of go, yeah, I guess that doesn't really matter. They kind of wiped that stuff clear, and and it makes the theory crafting a lot harder because like what sucks is when all the theory crafting, what's going to happen in the next film, that we don't know what's going to happen, but everyone's made up their minds about what's happened. You know what I mean? And that stuff, the more I watch videos or on YouTube and all stuff, it just gets, it's just like I'm almost sick of it now. I think that here I am doing a movie review show right now, and I fucking hate these things. You know what I mean? But I do love. To be fair,
there was a lot to go off of episode 7, like, because you knew that Luke was going to be a part of it, and a ton that you could expand on. So there was a lot that people use. There's very little that I think going into episode 9 that can expect will be brought up.
Okay, I know what it is.
There's no idea,
right?
Because it was obvious that Rey was going to train with this film.
Right.
And more stuff is going to happen with Snoke and Kylo Ren, and then Leia because she dies. Like there are a lot of things that go off, but now it's just like, okay, so some characters will be returning.
Right.
DJ will probably be there more, and the kid is force sensitive.
He's not going to be. That kid won't be. Who knows? I don't think so. But that's the thing. I think that's what I'm saying.
Like very little to go off of.
Okay, I think that's the thing though. It's not. I think what might be splitting hairs on this is like I think I'm more curious. I'm not like okay.
No, I am curious.
Yeah, like, that's what I think.
Like, okay, and this could go any multitude of directions.
I'm more curious than exciting. Right. I'm more curious than excited. I think that's the difference. And that curiosity makes me want to see it more so than I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens with this. You know,
curiosity makes me worried.
Right. So yeah, I think where we split our differences is that you're more like I want to be excited for the next one, or I'm more like okay, I'm more down with being curious to see how they handle these problems to see if they succeed or fail. But that I don't know if that's I'm thinking the right way, but I guess that's where I'm coming from. So I don't think I think it's like we're arguing two different problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but nonetheless, we were going to buy tickets, so I don't even know.
Right, to finish, a few Easter eggs. I'll just whiz through.
Yeah. Let's go through.
So a lot of Stormtrooper Easter eggs. Some of the Stormtroopers were famous people.
Yes.
Including Tom Hardy, apparently.
Yes.
He's a Stormtrooper.
But they don't know where he is.
A lot of these, they got cut. A lot of these cut.
In the casino scene.
No, in the Stormtroopers when they're infiltrating the base. So Gary Barlow. I don't know. Do you know who Gary Barlow is?
Not a clue.
He's a famous British musician.
Like I said,
do you know who Robbie Williams is?
I've heard of him. Yeah, I know that guy.
So Robbie Williams used to be part of a group called Take That.
He used to take off his skin, the skeleton dude.
Of Take That, and so Gary Barlow is quite famous. Took over from Simon Cowell on X Factor.
Right on. Cool.
Anyway,
what else you got?
So Tom Hardy as well, and then Prince William and Prince Harry.
Yes.
Also Stormtroopers.
Got some royalty. You got some your royals in there. Yeah.
But I think they were also in a cutscene.
Cool.
And then the Casino Planet, the alien who was like they parked on the was voiced by Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes. That's what I was trying to remember. He was the short one.
That's why I'm saying that ties in with the director, because Ryan Johnson and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, because they're BFFs because together.
Right. Ooh, I know one. I know one. What's the name? Is supposed to be in it. Like BB-8 says, I have a bad feeling about this in robot talk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they say.
What is that in robot talk? How does that work?
I don't know.
Is there a working translator for all the?
I have no idea, but that's what they said, because they always say that in every movie, right? So that's how they got around to this time. I thought that was kind of cute, but a little bit of fan service.
Also, director of Rogue One, Gareth Edwards, was in this film apparently.
Yes, I know.
As was the director Ryan Johnson in Rogue One.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
They're in each other's films. Apparently, Edgar Wright is also in this.
What?
Film.
Really?
Edgar Wright and his brother.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
What?
As like resistance fighters or something.
I did not know that. Cool.
Yep.
Ooh, I have one. I don't know if it's Easter egg, but one thing I thought was kind of cool. It just kind of reminded me. They showed what the hell happens inside when R2 units go down inside the ship and start fixing things. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I always wondered that. That was kind of cool. Sorry about that. That's unrelated.
Carrie Fisher's dog, Gary Fisher, is in it. Gary the dog.
It's like a
derpy bulldog thing, tiny.
I think he's a French bulldog. Yeah. That's so funny because
he's in the film apparently.
Oh, I gotta look for this. Okay. Well, tell you what.
There's a bunch more other people.
Yeah.
Quite a few Easter eggs mainly of just other famous people being in the background.
Yeah. Oh man. So overall impressions, and then I think after that we'll just wrap it up, and then I'll take some stuff from the chat.
It's definitely worth another watch. I think probably the extended version. Which I mean, I'll still have a bone to pick if it's like it's the same thing with Batman vs Superman. You can't use the extended edition to explain away a lot of your.
Fair
it's
enough.
not in the theatrical release. Like,
Right.
you have a problem. The theatrical release should be able to stand on its own.
I agree.
That being said, if it does explain some things, I will be somewhat satisfied. I'll just be annoyed that they didn't include it in the theatrical release. It's better than them not explaining it. It definitely need to watch it again. Though I don't think my feeling will change that much if I watch it again.
Interesting.
Once episode 9 comes out, I think
you'll feel better. Yeah.
I will be able to look at it as a more complete thing.
We'll hold a review for like 2 years.
Yeah, as it stands right now, Force Awakens, I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay. Cool. No, I have to say, I think I'm a little bit more positive about it than you are. I guess, yeah, a lot of there was some things where I was like, huh, but I think I'm still too close to it. I gotta let it sit a little bit longer. I think I'll, like you said, once I see episode 9, I'll know how I feel about it as a whole, a lot more. But overall, I was really happy with it. It could have messed it up in so many different ways, and I think it's getting, unfortunately, it's getting a lot of hate. But I think people will look back on it later and they'll be a little bit nicer.
Yeah, I think people are a little bit butthurt right now.
Yeah,
correct.
But I get it.
The same way that like once everyone was like, "Wow," there was a huge upsurge of people who were like, "Oh, actually, I didn't like this," and it's just like, stop being so nitpicky.
Right.
It didn't hold up to people's expectations. It was very different to what they were expecting, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I think people are treating it like a bad thing.
Right. Because it's armchair directors, and they feel like it's just what the nature of it is.
It's
right
still
now.
A good film.
Yeah.
It's not as good as it could have been. Yeah. Maybe not. Yeah. But it's still a good film.
Yeah. Look, people say, oh, it's garbage. And I'm like, okay, garbage?
No, it's not.
Real garbage is, a real garbage film. It is not a garbage film, people. Come on. People are being really hyperbolic. So, but no, yeah, I agree with you with a lot of it. I'm really surprised. I thought you might be a little bit more negative than I anticipated. So it's.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. So I haven't read any of the expanded stuff.
No.
But
yeah,
to me, Star Wars is a certain thing, and I can understand be upset if they feel that this wasn't Star Wars enough.
Yeah. And
the core of the film is good because it's a relationship between Finn and not Finn, Rey
Kylo
and Kylo, and their connection, and that's super interesting to explore. But it felt it was a little bit at the expense of some other things, which would have made the film better in my mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Snoke.
Yeah, Snoke. I was happy with Snoke. I kind of laughed because I was just like, what? They didn't just what? But yeah, I feel good. I guess the older I get in my aged wisdom, I'm more forgiving. But I'm like, look, it challenged me. It kept me guessing.
Yeah.
And I got surprised, and I was entertained.
I definitely did not expect what happened in that film.
Yeah. Which is rare. That is so rare.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, cool.
Right.
Well,
time to go watch the Screen Junkies review so I can.
I know, right? I've been trying to hold off.
So I was like, oh my God.
No, you're pretty much on the nose with a lot of. Yeah, you're pretty much on the nose with a lot of what other people are saying. So cool. But yeah,
I think the final thing, but I think I felt a little bit of. I fell to the hype machine. Even though I was trying to avoid things because I heard that people said it was good, and all the critics saying it was good. So I was expecting a really good film, and then what I got was a good film.
Okay. That's understandable. Yeah, that could mess it up.
And it was good, but it wasn't exactly what I was expecting.
Right. It would have been better if people said it was lukewarm.
Manage your expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Like, yeah. I think I
don't like knowing how good a film is before going into it.
It's so hard that you can't avoid. You can't avoid it nowadays.
Same reason why I was so disappointed by Dunkirk. I don't think that's a good film.
Yeah. We didn't get into it, unfortunately.
We didn't do it. No.
Yeah, that's like right when you left the following day, or like the 2 days after, like you had to go.
Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Not a good film.
That was all right.
This is though.
Yeah, we'll save that for later. But look, listen, I'll open up the floor. But before we go, I just want to say thank you so much, man, for coming in. I know it's been busy over there. Hopefully, we'll get back on these videos in the future. But it's been a joy to get back in it and talking all this movie stuff with you.
Indeed.
Yeah. So yeah,
I don't know when the next one will be.
We'll work it out.
The release schedules will actually be at the same time.
Yeah, we got TV too. So I almost forgot. This is one thing I wanted to ask you. Do you think that Star Wars should probably be something more like a Game of Thrones series going forward, as opposed to big movies?
It depends. It can't have anything to do with the Star Wars.
No Jedi. No Skywalker.
Well,
but like
Knights of the Old Republic, I'd be interested in watching.
Oh my God, yes! Give me that. Or remember that trailer of like it was like future Star Wars stuff. And it was like some Outer Rim stuff or like super past stuff, but it had like these two brothers fighting for the but it's all show me that. That was interesting. Yeah. But yeah, give me that. That's cool.
Like that stuff. But that's still like Jedi related.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah, good point. But yeah, give me shit. I don't want to see a Skywalker ever again, honestly speaking. Like, get him out. There's too much baggage. Get him out. I love him, but get him out. Let's do cool shit.
You can have like a minor character being like the second, but that's about it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it might be some Wookiee from this Chewbacca's uncle, great uncle, or I don't know. That's fine, but no more Skywalkers and no more elves in movies. I hate elves. I hate them. Stupid elves. Sorry.
Bye guys.
So yeah. Well, yeah. All right. Bye.
On that.
All right. Cool. Yeah, man. That was fun. I'm sorry, chat. We didn't get to talk to you that much. But, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that was fun. So, tell you what, I got to get some food. It's like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 1 here.
Yeah, and I got to walk this dog. So, yeah, Kim, thank you so much for watching. Grimlock, thank you for being there and hating Star Wars. That's cool. Who else is here?
I have seen The Disaster Artist, though I will probably not do a review.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
yet.
I gotta see it.
Film.
Yeah, damn it, I want to see it. It's not
coming. But as someone put very well, if you watch it, it will not answer any of your questions. Who Tommy Wiseau is? That's not the purpose of the film.
Okay. Yeah. No, don't tell me. I don't want to hear anything. I stayed away.
Yeah, but that's like it's not. It doesn't demystify Tommy Wiseau.
Okay, cool.
Apparently, someone actually figured out who Tommy Wiseau was. Tommy Wiseau sued him.
Gotcha.
And so he didn't tell anyone. He's a vampire, guys.
He's a vampire. No, Grimlock, I believe you. No, I was just giving you a hard time. Yeah, cool. Right. All right, let me go walk this dog. I am starved. So seriously, oh man, this was fun to get back into it. And yeah, if you guys don't check out Bombarrow's channel, he's recently blown up. He's got
one of my videos is doing really well for the season.
Yeah, so
good. It's been a really long time.
Yeah,
6 months ago when I uploaded.
I know, right? It's like I don't understand this.
I have a new channel trailer, which.
Oh yes, that's right. Oh, and you have a video in the works coming out.
I do, but that's very much in the works.
Yeah. All right, so I know you got to go start packing and stuff too, because he's a traveling man. So, all right, man, it has been a blast. Thanks, man. Thanks, brother. Until next time, we'll work out a schedule. I'll set you up with the Trello, and maybe you can flesh some things out. So cool. Yeah, man.
See you,
good to be back in the saddle. All right, guys, take care. Loves yous, and bye. I totally didn't use a background video.
That's fine. Right.